What is going on, everybody? It is episode 736 of Pop Culture Crisis. It is a special Thanksgiving week episode because we are going to be off for the rest of the week, so we're doing an extended show today. My name is Brett, and I am here with my co-host. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello, Crisis Actors. It's Mary. Happy almost Thanksgiving. Today is a special episode because it's been so long since we had friends in the studio.
Yeah.
Before we introduce them, we have a $20 super chat from Andrew Jacobs. This Friday is my 2-year anniversary as a crisis actor, but because you're off that day, I figured I'd send you $20 today to thank you for providing me with so much great content these past 2 years. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Thanks, Andrew. I did see his post about it on X. His first episode was our episode covering Kanye being on Timcast.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
What an entry point.
Yes, you started at a great time, my friend, and thank you for being a part of this show for the last couple of years. We really, really appreciate it. And we do have friends in the studio today. To my right, introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. This is Kara here. I answer your emails and now doing some Cast Brew stuff. So real quick, just want to let you know we've got a Black Friday deal starting.
That was
Nice,
great.
shameless plug.
Just before I head out, get that in there real quick. Starts at midnight Friday. So Thursday, 11:59, it turns midnight. Friday, the deal starts. So then it'll end of Monday. So 11:59 Monday.
Until Cyber Monday is what they call it now.
Monday.
Everything is just a capitalist hellscape. It really is.
It is.
On the way. So here's the thing. By the way, I did break down and renew my my YouTube Premium subscription. I got rid of. So I've been purging all my subscription services just because I don't want to spend the money anymore. Oh, we got a 20 here from DCNC.
You just said,
What's
Kara.
Hi, DCNC. I miss you.
And so I've been purging all my subscription services just in an effort to save money. And I got rid of YouTube Premium like 3 weeks ago. The problem is I got rid of it right before we moved out here to this studio where I now have a much longer commute to get to work. So now I find that I actually have the time to listen to YouTube content, whereas before I had like a 10-minute commute to work, so I would just listen to music on the way to work. It was just easier. Today I listened to like a 35-minute Jordan Peterson lecture criticizing or critiquing the Communist Manifesto, and I just got flashbacks to like working in 2018 and 2019 because that's what I did at my, at my job at that time.
We have another returning colleague and friend of the show on my right. Hi, Andrew.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
My name is Andrew. I can't live without YouTube Premium, and I'm the IT guy for Timcast.
It really is probably, at least when I was using it a lot, it was easily the best of all of the streaming services.
The reason why I have it is because of Timcast IRL.
Oh, you literally have to have it. Okay, so
really?
there was a time when I started here, right, where, so back when the show was at the castle, and you'd be down, like, in the green room watching the show while they were live, and I'd be like, why are they watching this with ads? Like, why do they have regular YouTube? You're a YouTuber for a living.
I don't know. I'm not the YouTuber for a living. I'm the YouTuber's IT guy.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I was like, why would you do that? You have to have YouTube Premium.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get to watch the members' content for free because,
We have another 20 from Weary Traveler. Thankful for Brett, Mary, and the PCC community as a whole. For the last year, PCC has made my afternoons at work much more bearable. Happy early Thanksgiving to all. P.S. Brett, YouTube Premium has always been worth it, IMO.
No, it was always worth it. I just found myself using it less than I did back when I worked a job where I just didn't have to. Look, I'm very dumb. Okay, I don't multitask well. I can listen to music and work. That's about the extent of it. I can't try to prep this show, form what tries to be a coherent thought, and listen to another person's coherent thoughts at the same time on a separate subject. I
That's pretty normal.
Says the dude with like a billion different things in front of him to do, like a notepad. You're switching buttons. You got a mixer over there. There's a lot of multitasking going on.
Yeah, but Mary can attest that there will be times when I'm doing all that and she's talking, and then she's like, "Right, Brett?" And I'm like, "What?" That happens. Like, I don't want it to happen. Sometimes the chat distracts me too. I do my best not to, but there are days where I have to to literally, in fact, I'm going to do it right now. I have to pop out the chat. Like, Tim just leaves the chat up the whole time, right? There are days where I have to pop out the chat and be able to minimize it. Otherwise, they will distract me. And like, sometimes you'll get updated information as you're going, and that's fine. That's great. But, you know, it depends. And there's also days where I'm like, I can talk really, really well, and it's fluid. There's other days I start talking. It's like I've never spoken a day in my life. So consistency isn't my strong suit.
I would like to direct your attention to the poll that we put up in the chat today, by the way, asking you what is the best pie for Thanksgiving Day. There are only 3 options that actually matter. Pumpkin pie, apple pie, pecan pie. Yes, I say it pecan. I don't know. I was just saying it that way. I voted pecan, and it's losing. It's in 3rd place right now.
Okay. Thoughts? Pie of choice.
It's got to be the classic apple.
Yeah.
Really?
Apple for me.
Because apple pie, you can't really screw up like you can a pumpkin pie or a pecan pie. It's just like, you know, you got to crawl before you walk.
Actually, I did just see a video that
DCNC sent us a $20 distraction.
Exactly. Oh, if you want to distract from the show today, guys, yes, all Super Chats $20 and over.
Yes.
We do read them right then and there. It's the best way to distract us.
We have another from Brian Moritz. Love that I found you guys recently. Keep up the awesome work.
Thank you. I actually just saw some videos of a friend of mine who was on a pecan pie making journey.
Pecan
podcast.
Podcast.
Like showing the different times that they've made pecan pie and how they've gotten better.
You try to play both sides. You're like pecan. No, it's either pecan or pecan.
I also don't eat it because it's disgusting, so the word never comes out of my mouth.
Yeah,
it is really good though. It's literally just sugar and pecans.
Okay.
It's
amazing.
So we've got the options are up there. We will leave that open till the end of the show today. In the lead right now, however, is pumpkin pie, which is disgusting.
Oh.
So that's just my personal opinion. So
it was never my favorite.
Never your favorite?
No.
All right. Well, we got a bunch of stuff to get into today. It's going to be a lot of fun. First thing we're going to talk about is Disney weddings and how cringe Disney weddings are. In particular, this one woman who's had not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5. Right?
Soon to be 6.
Soon to be 6 Disney weddings. So we're going to talk about it. Mary's going to be mean. I'm going to be less mean.
Oh,
but
you get
still,
to be the good guy.
Yeah, I'll play good cop
here.
here.
You get to be the nice parent.
Actually, I don't think I can. Actually, I don't think I can in this situation. It just seems like an indulgence in narcissism. But we're going to talk about it. We're also going to talk about the unintelligible Gen Z dating terms that we are going to decode for all of you, because Gen Z can't do anything unless it has a trend attached to it or some type of weird name that it makes it no different than anything previous generations did, but it's got a name. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the return of the Wifejak meme, which was going viral again over the weekend. And Mary is not a fan this time around. She thinks they're intellectualizing Wifejak too much.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah. We're going to talk about it. We're also going to talk about the video that went viral of the OnlyFans recruiter at what I have to hope is a college campus and not a high school job fair.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Recruiting like it's a MLB draft?
Yeah, basically. No, it's like, it was like a booth at a job
They had
fair.
like custom-made OnlyFans recruiter polo shirts.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Can I
Like this is
get
a
one?
real operation.
My point
I would
was,
so wear one.
I bet you could
Souvenir.
find
that's what I
it.
said. My point was like,
That
if it's a
kinda goes
skit,
hard.
if it was a skit, like that's so worth the money to do that.
I mean, you know, it's a
Make
good
the
meme.
polo. Yeah. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to have a cringe compilation at the end. As you know, Mary is known for assaulting me with cringe each and every day. Today, she's put together an entire barrage, a platoon of cringe that we will have to take in. So
There was just too much for one cringe of the day,
Yeah.
so we're going to have to put it all together and end the show like that.
if everybody's ready, we can get started. You ready?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay.
You're ready.
Good. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. First things first, in the spirit of the holiday season,
great.
ladies and gentlemen, TMZ has uncovered just what Diddy will be eating in jail on Thanksgiving.
If he's in jail
If
at
he's
all,
in
which
jail.
is the craziest part. He has applied for bail again,
Yep.
and if the judge allows him to, if the judge grants him bail, he'll get to go home and spend Thanksgiving in his penthouse. Thank you.
My
by the way.
favorite part is the photo.
Why aren't you dancing?
My favorite part is the photo that they photoshopped of him. You have to dance.
Whoever
We've
did
been
that
over this,
deserves a
Brett.
raise. We have yet another 20 from Jose Quintana. Happy Thanksgiving to the Optical Overlord and the Grand Ghost Empress and old-time guests. Empress, please travel safely as you spread your reign across the skies. Long live PCC. Gobble, gobble.
Yes.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble.
Thank you.
So they released the official prison menu.
So what's he going to be eating?
For the Metropolitan
A nice
Detention
rump roast.
Center. He probably won't be granted his request for bail because this is his 4th attempt.
Yeah.
And they have denied it every single time. And I just don't want to think about Diddy, like, relaxing in his luxury penthouse over Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve that. So they found out that for breakfast, it's fruit and cereal. And for lunch, they get a turkey roast, hot and sour tofu, weird choice, mashed potatoes, mixed vegetables, cranberry sauce, turkey gravy, dinner rolls, and assorted holiday pies.
We got a 20 there. First time super chatter too.
Woohoo. Who is that?
Sorcerer?
Sorcerer. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. I see only darkness in my world. I don't think that I'll make to Christmas.
You should make it till Christmas.
I hope
it.
that's a troll.
I
but
hope you're trolling.
if
and you
you're
should make it
not
till
trolling,
Christmas. Please
prayers
don't,
up.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Prayers up for you if you're not.
There's always hope.
And look, this
Oh,
time
and
of
for
year-
dinner, you get a peanut butter and jelly after the feast.
after the feast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
just a reminder
that's
of where
not
you
even a
are.
They're
dessert.
treating them like royalty up in there.
Over there. And look, things could be looking on the bright side for him because there is a whole bunch of escorts just lining up to speak on behalf of Diddy. Go figure, the ones who got paid on time.
Right.
You know, it says a group of paid escorts. I think the key word there is paid.
It's kind of
paid escorts are reportedly lining up to testify for him, and the charges for the case is set to begin next May.
Do these women really have that much credibility? Am I overestimating the moral compass of our society today that people wouldn't be willing to listen to prostitutes?
Well, given the way that we kind of have embraced, like, it feels like you're not allowed. Like, I actually look at old movies and television shows of court trials and stuff like that. And it's like they talk about people with credibility issues. Like, we're supposed to be accepting of everyone now. Is there even such a thing as credibility
what a
issues
Trojan
anymore?
horse, man.
You know, they're sex workers, and sex work is real work.
I saw the thread that was going viral the other way. It was some lady that was like, I was a sex worker for however many years, and this is what I've learned about
And I
men.
know everything about men.
I'm like, well, no, you know everything about a very specific subset of men.
And they're like, actually, you don't know, but 90% of men hire escorts. Like, what?
It's your husband.
90% of men don't have the money to hire escorts,
Let
even if
alone
they
the
wanted
desire,
to, or the social implication to put themselves in that situation.
Also, like, obviously Diddy is a sex fiend and has been for decades. I get that, but he could have, gotten away with having all of his freak-off parties without paying anyone for sex.
Yeah.
So why did he do it? why did Diddy do it?
I mean, it's the same thing that they always talk about in these situations where there's a reciprocal relationship between feeling power in paying someone for the service, and then that's just the same reason why men go to the strip club, despite the fact that I did see that other tweet the other day where the guy said, my friend went to the strip club last night. This is what he sent me in the morning. He's like, it's no fair. They pretend like they like you. I'm like, how old? I mean, was this kid like recently 21 or recently 18? It was like his first time there. Like, you can't actually
lied to him.
Yeah, who lied
He
to
had to
that
be
guy?
young.
I'll never forget when you said, like, liking politicians is like thinking the stripper likes you.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, no, there is no such thing as an honest politician, even the ones you like. The best thing that you can do is find somebody who seems to be out for their own interests, and their own interests tend to align with yours, because politicians in their nature are evil by default, and you should remember that for all of them. The nature of politics is like that. But anyways, for Diddy, that is probably more food than they deserve, given. But I guess at the same time, innocent until proven guilty. He hasn't actually been proven guilty in a court of law. So maybe they should give him 2 peanut butter and jellies.
Thank you, guys.
Megan Fox.
Thank you.
The cats eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, eat the cat, eat the cat.
While actual prostitutes are testifying on behalf of Diddy, Non-prostitutes are consistently dressing like prostitutes, and especially this seems to be a trend in maternity clothes for celebrities. Every time a celebrity gets pregnant, she's just wearing the most revealing outfits, more so than she ever did before.
They're actually, she's like, oh, finally, I can dress like a slut again.
Yeah. Now, Megan Fox went out in this completely see-through dress and a thong that was fully visible as she was walking in broad daylight. This is like worse than the Manchester nightlife videos.
The fat chicks should just use this as their way of doing it without shame. They'd
They
be like,
do.
I'm pregnant.
They do. Have you been outside?
I
Do you
try to
see
avoid
this type of thing in real life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whereabouts? I'm not going to these places.
Well, around
Seeing
here.
a lot of people
Most
going out
recently,
wearing pajama pants.
The Martins near the casino.
The Martins near the casino.
Yeah.
I don't go. What is Martins again?
It's a grocery store.
It's a grocery store. It's like Food Line. I don't go into Food Line.
I don't
either. Yeah, I don't go to the Martins. I go to Walmart and I just look straight forward and go to where I'm going. And
I think what's almost just as bad is people wearing their pajamas out and about. Going out in
I
pajama
wear
pants.
sweatpants to work literally every single day. So
Even that has like the tiniest difference. There's sweatpants and then there's just straight up wearing
don't
their
agree.
pajamas.
They're both the same thing.
They feel like
Actually,
they're
no, 'cause
equally comfortable.
there was a point like 2 years into working here where somebody said to me, they're like, "Oh, those are sweatpants. I thought you were wearing black jeans every day." I'm like, "Perfect. I tricked everyone. That's awesome. That's excellent." So I was at Walmart the other day, and this guy walks by me, and he's like looking at me very, very pointedly as he walks by, and I'm like looking down. I'm like, I don't have a zipper to zip up. I didn't leave anything down. And he kind of comes back around and he taps me on the shoulder and he goes, "Are those the Ray-Bans with cameras in the side?" And I'm like,
what?
I'm like, first of all, that would be cool.
do.
But second of all, like, is that like an accusation? Like, you think I'm recording you?
We have a
it's a
$20
reflection
super
on
chat
him.
from High Voltage 75. Happy pre-Thanksgiving, everybody. What are you thankful for this year?
That's a very good question.
High
Kara.
voltage, what's up? What's up?
Kara,
what
are
am
you
I
thankful
thankful?
for?
Being alive, man. Seriously. Like, wake up another day, you're here.
Mary.
I'm thankful for my church and my relationship with Jesus.
YouTube Premium.
Ooh, yeah, YouTube Premium, man. It's a real lifesaver. Nah, there's lots to be thankful for. You get a good family, get a good job, things like that.
Any special plans that you'd like to share for Thanksgiving, either of you?
Oh,
I'll be with Chickum. Miss Kim, our chicken tender.
Oh,
I'll be
nice.
with her. Yep.
That's
I think
wholesome.
mine just got canceled. So
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Harvard, come to
We have
kids.
another 20 from Cartoon Post. My coworker asked me a few days ago if I know who Chapel Roan is. I said, against my will, I do. Thanks, PCC. You are so welcome.
You are
we are
so
always
very welcome.
educating you guys.
Look, how would you enter into these very important public discussions if we weren't here to inform you what a Chapel Roan is?
We have another 20 from Sorkaror. I'm sorry for being a buzzkill. I'll go away now.
No.
Stay.
This is
Stay right there.
You should stay right here.
If you want to tune out of the show, that's fine, but stay on this planet, please.
Yes, please do not go anywhere. All right, so let's go. Okay, back to Megan Fox. Why? I mean, for her, it makes perfect sense. She drinks blood and is extremely performative.
Right. It makes sense for her, but this seems to be a trend with all maternity outfits
Also,
for celebrities.
old chicks in Hollywood. They hit 65 and they're like, I gotta pose half naked in a magazine and be called brave.
I blame Madonna.
Jennifer
Yeah.
Lopez.
Yeah, I mean, Jennifer Lopez doesn't count because she doesn't look her age. But and she's like 50. I'm not talking 50. I'm talking like
Are you talking
Judi
about the
Dench
Martha
doing a
Stewart
bikini
Sports
ad.
even that
Illustrated?
too. Yeah,
What?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't
That
know
happened?
that
Martha
happened.
Stewart
What?
was on the cover of Sports Illustrated a couple of years ago.
To be
a
fair,
couple?
I'm on Team Martha Stewart because she's kind of a tax hero. You know,
She was also
insider
she was
trading.
gorgeous in her
Yeah.
youth. She was a model in her youth.
And on top of that, she told Drew Barrymore to get away from her when Drew Barrymore got too touchy-feely on
Yeah.
the
Did she
show.
really?
Yeah.
She's a queen.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm
boundaries.
I
Love
stand
it.
Martha Stewart.
I have a-
I've been
Sure.
waiting for the Martha Stewart biopic as well.
I have a set of photos of all the brave celebrities who have valiantly told the government to piss off and not pay their taxes. She's front and center. I don't even think hers, but I think I kind of grandfathered her in when the idea for the concept was a little bit different. She actually, I think, just committed insider trading But at the same time, depends on how laissez-faire you are when it comes to our economic policies. So.
Also, we don't have a cringe of the day because we're saving all of the cringe for last in this episode.
Of the week.
But we do have cute of the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna share a bunch of cute of the day with you guys today because I have them piling up on the other, on my Slack channel where I send them all to myself. So here we go. First things first. This is from Daniel. He says, "Here's Helga, the sweetest wiener dog ever," and she looks like the sweetest wiener dog ever.
Little pigtail ears.
That is very, very cute.
Helga is very cute. I love her name.
This one is from Calico Jack. Cooper watching PCC with me.
Aww.
I mean, Cooper could look more enthusiastic, personally. Like, that must have been a pretty downer segment.
No,
it was a Diddy segment.
It probably was a Diddy.
It was a crisis party. They're eating the dogs.
Exactly. Maybe just heard the song.
Cooper
for the
heard
first time.
that and was disturbed.
20 there from Shani Twelver.
Wait, what is this? Mary had a great answer, and I concur with being thankful for my relationship with Jesus and my church. I will add I'm thankful for family, friends, and of course all of you guys and the crisis actors.
You guys should let us know what you're thankful for in the chat. That's important.
This is why our chat is the best chat.
It's a wholesome chungus.
It's great.
As far as chats go. Also, Shane, I do want to say very good work on the 50s era PCC video.
Oh, yeah.
I struggled through watching a clip of myself, which is why I don't watch a lot of stuff like that, because seeing myself on screen makes me violently vomit everywhere.
Most of it was like me complaining about you making it too cold in the studio.
Yeah, but the aesthetic of it was very, very good. So excellent work.
We'll start doing all of the shows in transatlantic accents.
See?
Yeah.
Welcome to PCC, see? All right, here we
Hello,
go.
crisis actors.
Crisis actors. All right, Hannah says, "A little birdie said you guys needed more submissions. The random cat distribution system chose my parents again. Meet Moses. P.S. Yesterday was my 28th birthday, but I wouldn't miss my favorite show for anything. Mary, Phil, Brett, thank you very much." And this was from a couple days ago, but happy belated birthday.
Yes,
Moses
happy
is
birthday.
extremely cute.
So the other day,
and happy belated birthday.
Chloe was on the dryer where she spends all of her time on the dryer, curled over on her side, and for some reason her legs were just in the air, like instead of because she's so round, but her legs were like sticking out in the air, and it actually looked uncomfortable. Where it's like if I teetered her like a ball, she would like fall over. But it was very cute.
It's a trust.
Nate sent us a 20. Martha Stewart clip went viral the other day. She was discussing that time she had a brief affair with an Irish man. She was totally unrepentant about cheating on her husband. Great stand, Mary. Thumbs up emoji.
Look, people are
I didn't know about any of that.
People are complicated, okay? And I don't know everything about everyone, but you judge.
You're like, but she evaded taxes.
But she evaded
though.
I judge people on like the wide scale of their entire existence, and if telling Drew Barrymore to get away and not paying your taxes are on the positive sheet.
She's on the nice list.
She's on the nice list for me. Look, I don't care.
We have 27 Canadian dollars from Kyle Dixon. Happy Thanksgiving, PPC. Don't know what that is. I'm off to work, but you guys are entertaining the pups while I'm out.
Thank you.
You're just like letting the show idle on your TV while you're out. I love that.
Do they celebrate Thanksgiving in Canada?
Do
they do, but it's not the same.
Do they have their own version?
They have their own
of it?
Thanksgiving.
It's like in October.
Weird frostback customs.
Let me look this up because they've got to have something.
Can you look up why Thanksgiving was so just shifted this year? It seems like it was a week later.
Yes. Okay.
Why?
So this actually happened. So it's really funny. Olivia was like, because we thought that it was last week.
That's what I
right?
was saying.
Everyone thought it was last week, and when they were like Moana is a Thanksgiving release, and then I saw that it was coming out like the 30th or something like that. I'm like, that doesn't make
This
any
says,
sense.
unlike American Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving does not have a historical connection to the Pilgrims or the Mayflower, and it's celebrated on the second Monday of October.
The second day of October.
Second Monday.
Second Monday of October.
Thank you guys.
And it's third Thursday for us.
So, other than Mary's decision for the pie, the other poll I was going to put up was like 1 like equals 1 colonialism. But I don't know if they would let me put that on there.
Yeah.
Not good, guys. Not good.
We're celebrating our history.
All right.
Okay.
All right. One more here. Actually, we'll do 2 more here. So this one's from It's Over Fat Kid. The dog is drunk.
Oh.
There's literally no caption. The dog is just drunk. It's just
Really?
tags me and PCC Pets with nothing else. I
Love that
No
for
way.
him.
Built on it.
He had a crazy night.
Tell him to drink some pickle juice the next day. Supposedly
Is that
would
a
cure.
hangover cure?
I never did it, but supposedly that
works.
sounds disgusting to me.
I like pickles, so maybe it would be good.
Okay, one more here. This one's from Terry, or P. Terry. I don't know if the P is silent. And
Okay.
I am once again submitting Whiskey playing tug of war with her tree for cute of the day. Whoa.
It never gets old.
It never gets old.
It's like one of those carnival rides with the swings that
Yes.
go
Yeah.
round and
Yeah,
round.
the
I
yo-yo.
love those.
Those things are great.
Wow.
Very cute.
Having the time of her life.
Very cute. All right. Well, let's get started then.
Yes. You guys know I am a proud hater, and one thing I proudly hate are Disney-themed weddings, and this seems to increasingly be a trend. The other day I came across a video of a bride and groom having a lightsaber battle at their wedding reception, and everyone in the video loved it. I hated it, though.
That's fucking cool as shit. Though. Like,
Let's
real
look at the
talk,
video and decide for ourselves,
All right,
shall
here
we?
we go. Let's listen to the video. Let's watch the video here, guys. If you're listening right now, guys, this is a bride and groom, and they are having a lightsaber battle. I noticed she's red.
What does that mean? Is that
She's-
supposed to be some kind of code?
She's evil.
See, this is sick as fuck.
I'm not rotating my phone. Andrew is very pleased with this one.
This is awesome. Like,
Okay.
You,
all right.
So wait, you would do this at your wedding? Like you would do this?
well, you know, if I could get married, yes.
Yeah.
You know,
You have to invest in the lightsabers.
I am.
Dude, I'll invest my life savings
Completely.
into Disney for that.
The caption says, "This is the stupidest shit. They pull this at a wedding I'm at. I'm marching to the gift table, grabbing my gift bag and leaving, never talking to them again."
No, you grab a lightsaber and join in. God damn it.
Okay, yeah, like I guess the difference is if it's like if there's no lightsabers for everyone, then sorry, no thanks.
Well, promptly after I saw that video, I found out about a woman who calls herself the Serial Bride Disney Wedding Guru. She has gotten married at Disney 5 times now and
Yep.
is planning to have a 6th Disney wedding in January 2025.
Let's specify. She has not been married 5 times to 5 different people. She has
Yes.
renewed her vows
Oh,
5
that-
times
yeah.
because
No,
she
but-
is a narcissist.
Regardless, like that is an entertaining possibility. Like she actually just had 5 husbands that she married at Disney
That would be
every
really funny.
single time.
Yeah.
Like I did entertain that possibility. So she calls herself the Serial Bride, and her entire social media presence is about her Disney weddings. This says she originally got married to her husband George at Disneyland in 2015. Since then, they have planned multiple Disney-themed vow renewals. And on Instagram, she shares her wedding planning journey with her followers. And her plan is to eventually have 26 wedding dresses for each Disney wedding, all for one letter of the alphabet. I don't know
I like the
how that
I
correlates.
like the random connection to the alphabet was just like she needed an excuse to come up with a number, so she just came up with the
Her husband
alphabet.
got her 13 wedding dresses for Christmas one year. And
Wait,
this is
in
their
one
entire
year?
Yes. They're like pre-planning all of the next Disney weddings.
I have a
What do these people do for work?
What? Yeah, that's always my question. Well, no,
She
you know
won't
what it is,
even-
right?
she-
He's likely he works in an office and makes good money. I'm sure, right?
She was outright asked, like, how much have you spent on Disney
Millions.
weddings so far? And she refused to say. And she was
gotta be
like,
millions.
oh, the experience is priceless.
It's gotta be
Oh
millions.
my
Here's the
God.
thing: if this was something they did private between the two of them, I would still think it's weird. But but making people show up and also watch this
Yeah,
over
who's
and
showing
over
up?
again,
Well,
like no.
No, I
Just
feel like
no.
those type of people retain friends that are also terrible. So
Oh, they run in
They enable.
packs.
they run in
in
packs,
packs.
birds of
Okay.
a feather.
They said they invite different guests every time and have a different Disney theme every time.
How do
so
you know that many people?
Sebi,
one of them was Star Wars themed.
Sebi Zero in the chat says rich white people. The guy's not white, so that's not
True.
the issue here. So
A friend of mine told me that she recently attended a Disney themed wedding. It was the most cringe shit ever, and they played Disney theme songs.
Well, that's because there was no lightsaber.
I had a tweet. I tweeted the other day. I said that I think one of the problems with millennials is that they don't embrace any form of sincerity, and they're obsessed with irony and snark because it allows them to protect themselves. They don't have to put themselves forward in any real way. The one caveat to that is the only time millennials will entertain any notion of sincerity is when they're talking about nostalgia. They will be sincere about nostalgia because it harkens back to their childhood, and that's where a lot of this comes from.
Yeah, it's just extended adolescence, basically.
So I just looked it up. The average Disney wedding after hours at the park is going to be $150,000 a wedding. So she's spent $1.5 million doing this already and wants to spend 2.6 total.
That's
nice.
And she's planning to do this over 26 times in her life.
The dude probably makes good money. Again, if this was just them on their own, I would say waste your money however you want. But if I was their friends, I'd be like, look, unless you're paying for my airfare and travel, I don't really care that you guys are still married.
When asked about how much she has spent on all of the weddings combined, she's not able to give an exact figure, or she won't. She describes these events as priceless. I totally get it. People look at it and think, oh my gosh, this girl is so stupid. How can she spend so much money? I'd rather invest in an experience that creates lasting memories rather than spending money on everyday items like Starbucks or manicures. I save all my pennies to create a core memory with the man I love.
Okay,
if some people don't get it, that's fine. It might be unusual, but it's what makes me happy.
She pinched pennies to the tune of $1 million.
Right, like there is no amount of Starbucks or manicures.
She's like, look, I have my buy one get one free coupons, and I'm
30th Disney wedding.
Yeah, like I have my discount cards, and I use them all the time. I retrieve I reclaim the rewards on all of the programs that when I go to the grocery store, and that tunes up.
Dave Ramsey needs to give them an intervention.
How old is this woman?
There's a 20 there.
Brian Bledsoe said, happy Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday again for me as I just got back from Japan. In Japan, there's no Thanksgiving, and they're in full Christmas mode, listening during my 8-hour layover at LAX.
I have seen Tim being on a one-man jihad against Christmas before Thanksgiving about people who deign to like Christmas before Thanksgiving is over. Have some love in your heart.
I don't know, man. People in my apartment complex are putting up Christmas trees in their windows on November 1st.
On November 1st?
That's a problem.
So ready.
We already have our tree up. Aww. Granted, it's a little one.
It's also November 26th.
Yeah. No, well, we did it a week ago.
Is it in the living room?
It's in the living room.
No.
Yeah. But yesterday the cats got in. I put gifts under the tree and the cats got in behind it.
Perfect.
And I was like, look, if you can't get out of there, that's not my problem. Like if you're stuck and you knock the tree over and, no treats for you tonight.
Yeah.
So,
This just seems like something that was all her idea and he's just kind of going along with it.
Well, maybe he gets maybe they do 6-month anniversary celebrations as well, and those are based on Legos, and that's his thing.
She posted this on her Instagram at The Serial Bride, referring to her husband. My poor young Padawan is stuck with me forever and will keep having to have Disney weddings with me until he dies, sucker. My husband did not sign up for this. Personally, I didn't know having Disney weddings was going to become a thing, but here we are, 4 Disney weddings deep, with the 5th and 6th Disney wedding on the way.
Wait, you plan multiples in advance?
She said some people have 12 kids, and well, we pop out Disney weddings. What can I say? I'm obsessed with vow renewals with my husband. They're fun and make great memories. I got hooked and I just can't stop. People may think it's crazy, and I don't blame them, but they make me so happy, and I'm just living my best life. Now, for my husband, he secretly wants to run away, but don't worry, he'll never be able to, because I used force powers to brainwash him.
Because he doesn't have any money, because he spent all the money on the wedding.
I'm joking, chill, or am I? Stay tuned for our next wedding adventure.
Olivia Claire in the chat says, Brett, I'll never make you do this. Thank you.
You can only hope.
Thank
we have
you.
a $50 super chat from Pop Culture Junkie. I'm so grateful for you both, the purveyors of my daily recess. Safe travels, Mary. I hope you have a great time in my adopted state. I'm so thankful that I will be in Houston for my 27th year of celebrating a week with my amazing media friends.
Safe travels, my friend.
Thank you.
Olivia, don't worry about it. We could never afford this.
Most people wouldn't.
We wouldn't be able to afford this.
Come on, it's only $100,000 a wedding.
That would be like me saying, like, we have to have an NCIS themed wedding every 5 years.
We have another $25 super chat from Mr. Wombat. I agree with Mary and will proudly hate on that lame lightsaber fight. I'd have immediately walked out. I also vote pecan pie. Everyone enjoy their Thanksgiving colonization. Mm-hmm. I just think, like, when people spend tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars on Disney or going on vacations to Disney, they have too much money and not enough class.
Well, the thing is, what it proves is Disney's marketing strategy has worked. They've priced out normal families, and what they've looked for is they want
These people.
the what do they call them?
The childless dinks.
The dinks,
yes.
the dual
Yep,
income,
dual
no
income.
kids. In this case, that guy's probably got a very big income, and she, you know what he is? It's like have you ever seen the meme template where the guy's like, it's just a guy in a laptop out on a balcony. It says like, me working hard so that my wife can sink $50,000 into a knitting business that doesn't make any money.
But he's like, me working hard so my wife can spend
Yeah.
$150,000 on our next Disney wedding.
Yeah, that's what this is.
We have another 20 Canadian dollars from Mr. Moose Knuckle. Happy American Thanksgiving. As a Canadian, I will be celebrating in spirit as I don't need an excuse to make Thanksgiving dinners. Eat plenty of turkey. Love you, PCC, and thank you for all the hours of entertainment.
No,
What the
thank you
hell's
for
that
watching.
supposed to mean?
You're welcome for all
I
of
don't
the
need a
nourishing
reason.
content.
No.
We have another 20 from Nate. They're fun and make great memories equals I get all the attention and I cannot survive without it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like you mentioned, the way that they're publicizing it and marketing it, and now she's a guru for Disney weddings.
Did you see that there was like somebody on X, some economist said that the price for Thanksgiving this year for a family of 10 is $58. This is why everybody hates you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, 5 Hungry Man dinners probably costs about that much. So 10 Hungry Man dinners probably cost. So if you got 10 turkey dinners.
Maybe if you have oatmeal for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And rice.
Yeah.
All right, Mary, it's time to decode a bunch of Gen Z dating terms.
Obviously, Gen Z has a problem with social interaction and being chronically online. That comes with their own lingo. They speak a different language when it comes to dating. And they're using all of these insane terms, some of which I had heard of before and others I was completely unfamiliar with. They use these to describe the dating culture of 2024. And Bumble recently released their projected dating trends of 2025. These terms are not in the Bible.
Okay.
The first of which is micromance.
Do you want to explain to everyone what that means?
This says they surveyed their user base and they say romance is making a comeback in 2025. So micromance just refers to simple gestures that show you care.
Okay.
Or
like
you
a
could just
micro.
call it simple gestures that show you care.
So here's the
The
thing.
little things, as we used to call them.
This is something that I'm pretty I would like to pat myself on the back, and I'm pretty consistent with this. Never once did I think of giving it a name.
Thank you, guys.
You know?
Maybe that was your
Words is
problem.
where all evil likes to hide.
So I guess I can get behind that in principle, but the word doesn't need to exist.
Like, here's the thing. Like, one thing that I'll do, I'll give an example of personal experience. Is like anytime I go to the store, I get Olivia candy that she likes, and I leave it, by her bedside table for when she gets home from work if I'm not there, and she loves that. Here's the thing. I don't go out and think like, you know what I need to do? I need to improve my micromance game.
But you're already doing it.
In fact, giving it a name...
You were doing micromancing without
Giving it a name
realizing
makes it
it.
worse. Now I don't want to do it. Now Olivia's gonna suffer because some Gen Z loser had to give this a name. Now she's not gonna get any candy.
Exactly.
Because I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go to the store buying myself something. I'm gonna reach for like the sweet tart ropes, and I'm like,
You're gonna smack your own hand down.
I can't
It's
do
called
that.
something.
I can't do that. I'm not submitting to the terms. I set it off. I gave it an extra one. I thought it was Frozen.
Oh.
You guys got a free Crisis Party. That's our Thanksgiving gift to you.
I guess I'll dance.
Yeah.
We got Thanksgiving gifts.
Yes. Nice. Yeah. Okay. All right.
This next one, I fully disavow. One of the worst things about dating culture now is the amount of social media content and podcasts that talk about dating and no one is actually doing the damn thing. They say this is DWM, date with me videos. It's like get ready with me videos, except you're doing your makeup while talking about the date you're about to go on. Then you go in the bathroom and record yourself in the mirror talking about the date while it's still going. And then you go home and then you give your debriefing afterwards.
That's awful.
To your followers.
There's a 20 there.
Unbeknownst to any of the people that you're going on these dates with, by the way. Sorkaror said, the Emperor protects.
Well, the Emperor better not be protecting people who go on these dates, because this is a horrible idea.
And you have a special hatred for the get ready with me videos.
There's nothing more, like, there's nothing you could ever tell me that the women who put makeup on while talking in a really, really dry tone about serial killers aren't psychopaths. Every single one of them is a psychopath.
They have kind in their bio, right?
Well, that's why they like true crime.
Have you,
because they can relate.
Have you ever driven through town on the way here and you see all of the creepy cultist be kind banners that are up?
Yes,
it's
all
the
the way
most.
Stop
here.
telling me to be kind.
It's the most disturbing thing I've ever seen because it's all companies. It's corporate backed kindness, which is an oxymoron.
Yeah.
And it's the most disturbing thing in the entire world because there is nobody more likely to send you an awful DM telling you to do something awful to yourself than somebody who has be kind in their bio.
This says people spreading their negative dating experiences on social media helps women feel less self-conscious and alone in their experiences. But also some respondents say that real positive dating content makes them feel hopeful about their own love lives, providing what matters most is authenticity.
It's not
there's
authentic.
nothing authentic
it's the
about
opposite of authentic.
stepping out of your date and then going to the bathroom and recording yourself in the bathroom mirror talking about the person who's in the other room.
And now people
awful.
hearing this are going to be like, every time their date says, I'm going to the bathroom, is like, God fucking damn it, I gotta check her social medias now, should see what she's saying about me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 It's also it's like
Can't trust anyone.
It's like anthropologists, right? Like you can't observe a culture in a vacuum. Like you don't get to just be a part of it and then not affect it in some way. There's no way in which you recording this isn't going to affect the date in some way. Even if it's so much as to make the person recording the video self-conscious about what they report back afterwards.
Another one of these terms that does not need to exist is future proofing, which literally just means having conversations with your date about the future, like what your goals are for the future.
Oh, so having a relationship.
That's
Got it.
literally
Yeah.
the point of dating. I don't know what there is to talk about other than that.
Yeah. I don't know.
I guess people have just gotten used to the idea that like dating is a pastime
Yeah.
and a hobby.
Rather than something with an end goal.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is a term that needs to exist because of how much people have lost sight of the point of dating, or the idea that dating even should have a point or an end goal of any kind. So that was another stupid one. And then also another trend they listed here is women sharing their dating experiences with male friends. They get advice from their male friends about dating.
The ones that are friend zoned?
Yeah, the ones
Yeah.
that are friend zoned.
Okay.
This says
have you ever
the
seen
women
that video?
respondents ask their male friends to vet their potential dates, and a majority of female respondents rely on men in their lives to offer honest insights into men's dating behaviors.
Thus proving that men are in fact better than women. Because, you know, no guy in his right mind is going to a girl for advice on women. I'm sorry, it's not going to work.
Another one of these terms is throning, which previously was known as gold digging.
Yes, yeah. It already had a name.
Means Gen Z describes people who aren't necessarily focusing on love when it comes to dating, but instead they date in order to improve their social status.
I
fuck
in a
buddies.
way, I can kind of
don't even think
laugh
that's
at the.
it.
See, back in the day, here's the difference though. Gold digging had a negative connotation. They're trying to slap a positive connotation on that, as if it's a perfectly reasonable pursuit in the dating arena.
Normalizing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We
Well,
need to.
it's funny because when arranged marriage was the norm that was the only focus, is improving social status, and it was your family arranging that for you, for your standing and your, the grandchildren that would come from that marriage, then the focus was directed only toward love and finding a soulmate, which I don't personally believe in.
Well, but that's because society has gotten so comfortable now that you don't have to bond together for the sake of survival like you used to.
Right.
Like, we worked very hard in this society to make sure that idiots like me can survive somehow, even without, it's all of the safeguards that are put in place. That's what's ruining love right now.
And the last one is micro-cheating, a complex form of flirting. The behaviors are subjective to every individual relationship. While one couple may consider flirting with a bartender as micro-cheating, others may view it as harmless. It's essentially almost cheating, meaning you did not fully sexually or emotionally engage with another person outside of your relationship, but you walked the line hoping you wouldn't get caught.
Well, where does that stop, right? I'm confused.
I honestly just feel like that one was thrown in there by like a really insane woman who's like always thinking about the boyfriend that she has is cheating on her.
Yeah.
Like,
do you think, I asked you once and you said you believe micro-cheating is a thing.
Oh, I think that people overly emotionally invest in someone that's not their partner and take it too far. Absolutely.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen to that, dude.
But I feel like micro-cheating as a term can be applied to pretty much any interaction with the opposite sex if you're crazy enough.
yeah,
that
that's
called
what I'm
flirting?
getting from
Well, I'm
it.
saying like they added
Flirting,
like
I guess,
physical. They started that with physical, like physically cheating, and then went to emotional cheating, but then don't define what that is.
Back in my day, you had to have sex with a woman to cheat on her.
There are also terms like freak matching, like
Oh,
finding
God.
someone who can match your freak.
Diddy party.
Yeah.
Like, the song
Polyamory.
Nasty, like, is anybody gonna match my freak?
Wow.
And then hood fishing, which means you lie about where you live so that you can date in other cities.
What?
Wait, how is that even a thing anymore in the age of the internet?
How did
So
we
I feel like
get
hood
here?
fishing is just like one of those terms that's probably mildly racist, and if it, like
Is that like what Ariana
Right.
Grande was doing when
Maybe.
she
with
was-
Pete Davidson?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mac Miller.
Guys, I have asked Chris to check the crisis meter. It seems to have frozen, so
Oh,
I
no.
sent him a message. Hopefully, it gets fixed.
You guys sent us so much money that you broke the crisis
but
meter.
my hope is that we get it fixed.
Well, thank you.
Thank you,
It's a
guys.
good problem to have.
Yeah.
Somebody called it nano cheating. Nano cheating sounds cooler. It's a better sounding name. Micro cheating sounds sussy.
You know what? None of this sounds cool.
Only if we can make actual cheating giga cheating.
Good cheating.
Well, it's like when they talk about
Turbo
like,
cheating.
whenever Trump says the radical left, I'm like, you're missing out if you can't be the tubular right.
Yeah.
That
know.
makes more sense to me.
Bumble's report also declares that we're seeing women confidently saying what they want and drawing their lines.
Okay, me and you had a bit of a disagreement that led to some more understanding there. I said women today are not wanting for, being brash. I don't think that's the thing, but Mary pointed out, she says, no, it's probably true that they're not asking what they want in a relationship, but then being very brash online when they don't get what they want.
Yes.
It's a breakdown in communication.
They're perfectly willing to make videos about how, like, men ain't shit
Yeah.
on social media. But
I
then
don't
when
need no
they're
men.
actually in a relationship, especially knowing this from, having female friendships, they're extremely timid about saying what they really think in the moment. So maybe they do need to actually say what they want and draw their lines. Maybe that is what women need to do.
Grow a pair, ladies.
Grow
Grow
a
a
pair,
pair.
essentially.
Tried.
Phil just sent me a message in Slack. He says, I'm in the waiting room. This conversation is hell. So he wins by not having to be part of this one today.
It's kind of creepy thinking about Phil listening to us in
He's
the
like,
other room.
whatever you guys are talking about, go to hell.
Thanks, Phil.
Okay, we're going to go to
Thanks, Phil.
Super Chats.
Let's do it.
Shane H. Wilder said, Happy Taco Tuesday and Happy Thanksgiving, Brett and Mary. The 1950s era PCC short is out. I hope y'all enjoy it. It was 19 tracks, and with all of the effects, it actually crashed my computer after export.
I did check it out. It's like I said,
Yes.
it's really, really good. I hate having to look at images of myself, but as far as matching the aesthetic from the 50s, it's great.
Yes, and thank you for all the effort you went through.
Yep.
And he also said, Happy Thanksgiving, Andrew, Kara, and Phil.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Phil heard that because he's creepily listening in the other room. Sorenko Productions said, currently driving 6 hours for Thanksgiving, so I'm glad I'll get to listen to PCC for half of it. For legal reasons, I am not currently super chatting and driving.
Perfect.
Yes, we disavow
that's
super
good.
chatting and driving, but thank you for watching.
Let's do 2 more.
Drewish AF of God's Army said, I may or may not have a pants party tonight.
Okay. I don't know what that means. I don't want to know what that means.
What is a pants party?
You know, in high school, there were kids who joked about throwing Viagra and sweatpants parties.
Is it the Steve Carell pants party?
I never
maybe.
heard about any of that. That sounds
You
more
know.
degenerate than a freak off.
Well, when you go to an all-boys high school and then they bus girls in for school dances, it gets very, very, very animalistic.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's
Very primal.
That was creepy.
See, my experience at school dances was always the typical, like, guys on one side of the room and the girls on the other side of the room, and no one was talking to each other.
Wow.
Very awkward.
That actually happens.
Wow.
At my schools,
I never
yeah.
I mean,
heard
I never
that.
went to mine, so, like, I don't know, but...
Yeah.
But I
4A
didn't
public
have a
school.
normal prom either, so I don't have the ordinary high school experience.
In what way?
We did cotillion instead of prom, so we were graded on
Whoa.
our table manners and
That's
Wild.
stuff like that.
That sounds like hell.
It was for our etiquette class. It was actually a graded mandatory event.
How
Where
did,
was this, in
did
the
you
deep
on?
south?
How did you like that? Honestly, like
I think it's a great thing to teach social skills in high school if people aren't learning it naturally.
Yeah.
Of course.
it's just.
I'm
yeah.
glad that we did it. I guess
I
it's
wouldn't
just
hate trying that. Like it's something. You
it's
know? I
better
don't
than
know.
what I hear about most people's prom experience.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
I don't remember any. I didn't go to prom. I went to California to I was like
Yeah.
to film.
You were
for,
traveling a lot.
to film for a skate video. Like it was like if you're not gonna spend. I was like I don't want to go to prom. Can I go travel? And my family let me go travel for that.
Did
so-
your school have like other dances like homecoming and stuff?
Yeah, I didn't do any of that stuff.
We had Morp. It was like the opposite.
Morp?
Morp
The
is.
hell is that?
Uh-huh.
Sounds like a-
Tolo. Tolo, Morp. Okay, so like it's like basically the girl asks the guy to dance. It's like prom
Oh, so it's gay.
backwards.
Sadie Hawkins
You know.
is basically Morp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Did you think that was a good idea?
I mean, it definitely was a
Girls,
role reverse.
like, girls always say like they want that to happen, and then when it actually is offered to them, they don't want to ask
It was
guys.
just
No,
a
not
room
like
full
that.
of girls.
Yeah.
Who did? Why don't you? If you have
Yeah.
dates.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like my college also had dances, which is weird for a college.
That is
Wait,
weird.
yeah,
yeah.
Hear about that.
that disturbs me a
What was
little
that
bit.
like?
Everyone at my college was really into swing dancing, and there was a swing dancing club.
Mary, you
and
cannot.
That's
you
actually
cannot.
cool.
You need to stop pretending like you can extrapolate for the rest of the human experience because everything
Clearly,
you've
I don't know what I'm
experienced has
talking about.
nothing to do with what normal people have been
Yeah.
through. It's not your
That's
fault.
what makes it cool, though.
Did you go to
not your
college in
fault.
DC? Or
No, it was in Virginia. It was
Oh, okay.
just it was a Catholic college, so there were a lot of things
Yeah.
that were different about it.
Because I went to CUA and they did a similar thing with swing dancing clubs, and it was kind of fucking weird. But like, I always
didn't know you went to CUA. huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's cool.
And then I transferred out to UDC because I'm so black. And yeah,
So you basically got the pass.
Because you're red.
I've had
red-haired.
the pass
You
for a
have
while,
the
but it's
pass.
because I'm a white kid from Jersey.
You're
Yeah.
a redhead from Jersey.
I didn't always used to be a redhead.
Interesting.
My hair was like very blonde when I was a kid,
Very interesting.
and the beard didn't start getting red until like a few years ago.
I was blonde until I was like 10 or 11, and then my hair turned dark.
my point that I was getting to is just we had a Sadie Hawkins dance at my college once, and in theory that sounds great, right? But then the girls didn't want to ask any of the
And none
guys,
of
and it
them-
turned into a whole thing.
And none of
They were
them.
just very indecisive about it, weren't they?
And none of them do any introspection to wonder about how difficult it is for men
Yeah.
that have to do that.
Oh,
their
I
whole
can
lives.
do
Yeah.
this.
Literally, what happened is I knew some guys who ended up asking girls to the Sadie Hawkins
Yeah,
dance,
'cause
which
if you
goes
want
against the point of
Yeah.
the Sadie
'Cause-
Hawkins
But they
dance.
want to go.
Yeah,
If you want something done, you gotta do it yourself.
That's right.
be a man.
Do
D-Man.
one more.
Well, we have to keep going until we get Phil
yeah.
back in the room.
But I'm trying to like, just keep the conversation going so I don't use them all up.
There you go.
Everyone that votes for pecan pie in the poll is a communist that can't get proper ingredients for their pies should even be included. Is that because there are no ingredients other than sugar?
I suppose.
And pecans.
See, this is what if Jordan Peterson was smart, I would be able to watch a video about why pecan pies are communist. That's what he should be releasing for Thanksgiving content.
We should do that.
That's what we need to make.
There are a
like
limited
right
amount
after this.
There's a limited pie, and everyone can only get a small slice.
So that's and remember that only the bourgeoisie have access to the pie, and the rest of the proletariat, don't have access, which is why we need to uphold a revolution.
Well, it's the top 90% or the top 10% eating, what's for the bottom 90%.
Yeah, they eat the filling and they leave the crust for the proletariat.
Exactly.
Let's do one more.
Drewish AF said, y'all need to get to church Thursday. By the way, God bless.
Thank
no,
you.
I don't.
Why Thursday?
Why Thursday? Can't make me do anything. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is not a religious holiday. Yeah. So.
No, I don't want to. I was going to. No, I'm not going to because you told me that I had to. So take that.
Actually, if someone has an argument for why Thanksgiving is actually a religious holiday, please give us your argument. Greg Duvier said, is Phil going to be on? I have a weekly reminder.
Yes, you will.
Phil is going to be on.
Phil will be on in about 5 minutes.
Gabriel Mendoza said, finally caught up with you guys live. I respect Brett since I heard him speak about The Wire. Best show ever. Greetings from Latin America and happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
I did see a tweet the other day that says, I'm not going to be a Cocomelon parent. Sit down, you're watching season 4 of The Wire. I would argue that it's sit down, you're watching seasons 1 and 2 of The Wire, and then we'll go from there, but you're not
For me,
wrong.
it'll be sit down, you're watching the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob on repeat forever.
There you go.
Oh, for me, it's you're watching The Sopranos. It's all of it.
You're watching.
It's not exactly appropriate for toddlers.
I don't care.
You know,
it needs to be ingrained in them from an early age, the the gray nature of, policing in urban areas, and just how evil a cop can be, and just how sympathetic a bad guy can be, and how it all meshes together is fantastic, because the dude who made The Wire went on to make a show called, was it We Own This City? With John Bernthal, and it was way worse. So you get TV content.
Was it a spin-off?
No. It was just another show, but it was far too. Maybe the difference is that it was just as good, and I'm just poisoned by being more aware of current events now. So when I watch something from a time when I wasn't politically active, or I'm not really thinking about what Rodney King meant for America when I'm watching something now.
You're not?
So when I watch stuff from back then, and that's just an example off the top of my head, but that show took place just after 9/11, and it focuses mostly on the depleted resources for law enforcement in the wake of 9/11, because most of the government's resources went to the war on terror, and local crime fell by the wayside. So it's really, really great, but I wasn't politically active at the time, so I have a more a more unblemished perspective on it. Whereas now they mention modern day cases of police brutality, and I'm like, all of it is a sham. Not that police brutality doesn't happen, but all of it is politicized. So when they mention those cases, I just roll my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Weary Traveler said pumpkin is superior to pecan. That's how it was spelled. Pecan. Yeah. Not true.
Yeah.
Not true.
See, I say it both ways, but only it's pecans when it's plural and pecan when it's singular.
Interesting.
Am I retarded?
Pecan.
Maybe.
Pecan pie.
You might be. Corey Anderson said, Mary Brett, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas?
I hate gifts.
I have to figure out what you want.
I hate gifts.
Just shower him.
Yeah, you're getting thousands of dollars.
But you know what, Brett? You would be offended if I didn't get you a Christmas gift.
I would not be offended. I would be grateful.
You would be grateful if I didn't get you
because
anything.
Then here's the thing. I do like to get other people gifts, but it psychologically takes the pressure off you if you're like, well, if I forget and it's 2 days before Christmas and I know I'm not getting anything, I can be like, oh, I don't need to get them anything, even though I know I'm going to. So I'm not.
But then you have all the power.
Maybe that's the problem.
If you get the gift and no one gets you anything.
Yes.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think about it after that. Like I would never use that against someone.
You're Machiavellian.
I'm not gonna come back 6 months later and be like, and you didn't get me a gift for Christmas. Like I'm never gonna do that.
Another 20 from Sorkaror. Imagine how too pathetic you have to be if the only way you can get another human to acknowledge your existence is to send them money. Over and out.
Send
Are
me
you
money,
referring
please.
to yourself or the other super chatters?
Please
Please
be
stay.
okay. Go and eat something, take a nap, and come back. It's all gonna be okay.
Have
I
a juice
promise.
box.
Hey, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Do we have some?
That would be nice if we did.
You should stock them.
So good.
Yeah, like I enjoy getting gifts for people, but also, like, most of the time for me, no matter what it is, I'll think it's too expensive. It could be $20. I'm like, $20 is a lot of money. I'm not going to ask somebody for a $20 gift. Like, when we, like, I actually
I'll give you a $20 bill.
That's awesome.
Actually, I'll give you one of those.
That's perfect. That's
for
perfect.
Christmas. How about that?
Souvenir.
No, I'll probably just like bake something.
See, that is perfect. You've done that for my birthday, and that stuff is always good
Yeah.
and goes a long way. Plus, a lot of thought goes into it because it takes more time to do that than just
It's
go on Amazon
heartfelt.
and buy something. So.
Yeah.
All right, Phil's going to be coming in here now. So
In a minute.
And do you have stuff going on? Is that you
Stuff
said,
going on?
You said you had to leave at
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be getting these orders through for
Yeah.
Casper, y'all.
Tons of emails and
tons
stuff
of
to
emails.
fill
Holler.
out. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna keep working.
Black
All right.
Friday deals.
Black Friday deals, guys.
Yep. Well, I guess we'll wait until Phil walks in here. When Phil walks in.
What do you
Or
mean?
is he waiting for
Like
me?
I don't. That's the thing. Like we didn't plan this before. I don't know if Phil plans
come
to
to
walk
us.
in.
Oh, Philip.
Philip.
If
Oh,
he is,
Phil.
Oh, Phil.
maybe he meant waiting room somewhere
Monsieur
else. I don't know.
Levante.
Yeah, there he is, right there.
Wow.
Hi, buddy. Yeah.
Phil is here.
Greetings, right here.
Okay.
He's joining the
We are
panel.
rotating.
Yep.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
Bye, Kara.
Bye, Kara.
Ooh, now they can rate whose beard is better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mine is neater.
What's
Well,
that supposed to mean?
It's
Means that yours is
Unkempt and Amish?
yours is excited right now. It looks like you stuck a fork into an electric outlet.
I did.
So
That's how you do it every morning.
Yeah,
before
your
you-
morning routine.
Phil was
Solid.
very excited to not have to engage in the previous discussion.
So let's do it
Yeah.
again.
What
No,
was,
no, I didn't say that. I was excited about not having to engage.
Well, no, you said that conversation is hell.
Yes.
Yes.
What were your takes on all of those dating terms?
I've already wiped it from my mind, so you're gonna have to refresh my
blocked
memory.
it out. Do you think micro cheating is a real thing?
I mean, yes. Okay.
You do?
Because look, if you're like flirting with girls, if you're a dude and you're flirting with girls a lot while you're in a relationship, that's like kind of the same thing as cheating, in my opinion. Because
So we
like,
don't really need the term micro cheating because then it would just fall under the same
but-
umbrella.
Yeah, it's like if you're like talking to girls and flirting with girls and stuff while you're dating someone, you're cheating on them.
We have another 20 from Pop Culture Junkie. The pecan pie I will be having on Thanksgiving will be baked by the chef, former TV consumer reporter, who won the blue ribbon for best pie at the Texas State Fair.
That's too many titles and accolades for
Um,
Unreal.
That's a very
I'm jealous.
That didn't happen. I'm sorry. Pixar
He's
didn't
calling
happen.
BS on
Yeah,
that.
it's
like
BS.
nope.
All
Not
right.
Is
happening.
he trying to mog our pecan pie right now?
Oh, I'll mog the shit
I feel
out of it.
threatened.
Mary, we have Wifejak to discuss.
Yeah.
Hot takes abound.
Okay, Wifejak I like.
Yeah.
Really? You endorse Wifejak?
I do.
This is going to get interesting then.
Okay.
So back in April, we made our first video about the Wifejak meme, which is an outgrowth of Wojak illustrations from back in the day. Basically, this meme illustrates the average wife. She just says all the things that your wife says, like, I'm cold. What are we doing today? You were supposed to turn there. Or, I just threw 30 cardboard boxes into the garage. What are we doing this weekend?
Literally the first one that came up when this came back out was the one about the Tyson fight that said, I thought the fight started at 8.
Yes.
And Olivia did it Literally.
Things like that.
That day
Or-
before I then sent her the meme as a response.
Or will you bring me my phone charger? Or
See, so my understanding of Wifejak is a little bit less mundane. I thought it wasn't just things that your wife would say, like I'm cold or whatever, but it was them not understanding things. Like they'll make a remark about something and they because they don't understand it.
The one that I saw when this all came back up was it's the wife watching the movie with you. She's like, "Why did he do that?
Yeah.
Can you rewind?" Like, and in guys, when you're in a stable, healthy relationship, those things are adorable, and guys like that, and that's why it's wholesome.
right, but it was very controversial because people weren't sure if the Wifejak meme was making fun of Wifejak or if it were endearing.
And the problem was then Husband Jack came out after this, and here's my issue with Husband Jack. So the one I saw.
Hold on, before you get into that, we have another 20 from Sorkarar. I'm going to Transylvania, as they call it. The fall of ideals kept me going for a while. Thank you, Phil.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You gotta stop saying this stuff.
You gotta stop saying that
in this
stuff.
chat.
It's you're gonna be okay, buddy. It's gonna be fine. Hold, please.
Thank you.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat.
Oh, is Andrew too good to dance too?
Yes.
Yeah, I am better than you.
Cool.
The cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
It's just us.
This is it's clear that I am more fun than the majority.
So wait, you have a big problem with Husband Jack?
So here's my issue with Husband Jack. So the one that I saw, the main example that I saw was the wife and the husband are standing next to each other, and the husband says, like, "What's our gate number? We need to get to the airport 3 hours early." And the point is when you see Wifejak, you imagine that the idea is that the husband finds those qualities endearing. When you hear a guy say, like, "What's our gate number?" you can absolutely see your spouse getting mad at you for asking again.
That is endearing because he's being a man of action and he's planning.
I look, press X to doubt.
Women
press X to doubt on how they would interpret that. I think it's more she responds with, "I told you this already."
Last
explained
time
this
we
3
talked
hours
about
ago.
Wifejak back in April,
Yes.
we had a positive takeaway from Wifejak, and we said this is actually something that's helping heal the gender divide and bringing people together rather than being cynical.
Total disagreement.
I have soured to Wifejak at this point because Twitter ruined it. They ruined it, and I am convinced at this point that the right has lost the ability to meme because now people are writing countless think pieces about Wifejak and over-explaining it and overthinking it and trying to create some type of thesis as to why this is a vibe shift in the culture. This person said, "Thinking about Wifejak and realizing she is the best example of rejecting boomerism. The joke is no longer, I hate my wife. It's now become, I love my wife. Massive cultural victory." If you describe any meta that is going on right-wing Twitter as a massive cultural victory, you are extremely out of touch and chronically online because nobody in the real world is paying attention to the meme cycles on right-wing Twitter.
I think that's probably true. I still thought that it was. I didn't think that it was an endearing thing about the wife. I thought it was an exasperating thing. Like,
No,
women
the
are stupid
idea was
because they're
supposed to
stupid
be
type.
that
Right.
those things can be exasperating, but you love her, so it's endearing.
But then they switched up and
Yeah.
started saying it was never supposed to be a negative connotation at all. And it's about like wondering at, like expressing wonder and awe at the difference between the sexes.
yeah,
I
I
guess.
thought it was like, you're watching football and she's just like, why are they hitting each other? That kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Where you're just
There was
like,
this.
are you serious?
Yeah.
You know?
I sent you this example of a boomer I hate my wife meme where the wife says, "Darling, please give me the hairdryer," and he hands her a loaded gun.
Oh my god.
And I'm not gonna lie, I laughed out loud when I saw that one.
There's
None of the Wifejak memes made me laugh or even slightly exhale through my nostrils.
Mary, you need some love in your heart.
Maybe I'm so dark-sided and heartless that the I hate my wife memes are funny to me, not the Wifejak memes. But the Wifejak memes stopped being fun. Actually, maybe they were never funny and they were always just trying to make a point. And that's not the
Also,
point of a meme.
in
So you're
popular
a meme hipster.
I guess I am.
In popular culture, it was never "I hate my wife." In popular culture, it was "Aw shucks, happy wife, happy life."
But a lot of it was also the old ball and chain.
But never done in a cynical way. It was never supposed to be seen as cynical. It was seen as, "Aw shucks, I love her, so, I put up with certain eccentricities." And both sexes do that.
Saying the wife.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask the wife.
I'll have to ask the wife, yeah?
Yeah, that type of thing. They're saying that's distasteful, that's evil, it's dividing people, it's anti-marriage. But Wifejak, on the other hand, is a wholesome Chungus 100 Reddit gold meme where everyone gets to celebrate marriage.
Just talking about it like that is...
I can't stand it. I can't tolerate it. And I feel like it's also trying to strike a note that both is playfully chauvinistic and belittling to women, but also placing women on a pedestal at the same time, and you can't have both.
Well, like I said, my impression of it is the latter. I mean, not the former.
The former, that it's belittling.
Yeah.
And it's really
like
profoundly uncurious about women as well.
Well, again, now we're guilty of exactly what they're doing, which is turning it into a think piece, right? So perhaps the idea here is that, like memes are supposed to be, it's a short form of, information pushed from one person to another, and how you interpret that speaks more to your life experience and beliefs than it does what it's actually supposed to mean, because memes are for everyone and everyone can create them. Therefore, how you interpret it is largely involved with what your life experience has been.
One of them is, "Would you still love me if I was a worm?" Like,
that's very Wifejak.
Yeah, I know. It's
Would you
fitting
still love me if
for
I'm
the
a
meme.
worm? If I was a worm, that's perfect, actually.
But why are you pro Wifejak? Why do you think it's a good thing?
I don't know. Did I say that I think it's a good thing?
You like it. You said you like it.
It makes me laugh.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, just because something makes me laugh doesn't mean it's a positive thing.
I guess that people made it from a meme into a philosophical point that they're trying to make. And that's what made it cringe.
Okay, that's fair. I don't think that is a philosophical point. I feel like any Wojak things are rarely philosophical. They may hint at something that's true or even colloquially true, but I don't think that they're deep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's as deep as you make it, right? So it's as deep as Twitter online wants it to be.
But that's something that the view, that's subjective to the viewer. The actual presentation is intentionally simple, so I don't think that they can be not exceedingly deep. They can point to things that are deep, and they can point to true things. Yeah. But that's something that the actual person that's looking at the meme would have to investigate on their own. They'd have to, probably think about investigate themselves, or it would have to strike ideas in their head. But you can be very, very shallow and say, funny meme.
Well, what I mean is it's only as successful as the meme itself motivates a person to investigate further, right? So again, if you're a chronically online right-wing Twitter personality and you spend your day going from post to post to post and you decide to look into this deeply and then write something about it, then to its own respect, it managed to get that out of somebody, and it was clearly enough that we thought it was worth discussing on here because we saw multiple people talking about it. So it is only as deep as it is effective at getting people to talk about it. And that's kind of the point. A meme shorthand gets people talking about a simple concept to think deeper.
Well, yeah, that's the whole concept of
memetics.
Memetics.
Yes,
exactly. It's just a form of interspecies communication, like gossip.
Yeah.
This other take said the Wifejak
intraspecies. Oh.
The Wifejak is the best way to determine the quality of a man. If he uses it to highlight the quirky things she does, he's worth associating with. If he uses it to take out his frustrations on women, he should be beat with lead pipes. It's actually that simple.
On that Tom and Jerry type beat.
Again, that's a matter of perspective. How does she know that it's something frustrating versus something she finds quirky? Because that would be up to him, not her. Then to her, it's up to her interpretation. It's what she finds quirky versus what she finds to be infuriating, not him.
There's just something about it that bothers me. I don't even know if I can articulate it. It's like the expression of a man living in captivity with a woman who's longhousing him.
Oh, so you just like vitriolically hate betaism. That's it.
Is that what's being expressed here? Because if it is, then yes.
I mean,
yeah.
you know.
That's not how I took it. I guess I didn't take it that way. But again, everybody could interpret this differently.
Like, where's the polarity? Where's the mystery? Where's the intrigue? It's like everybody just...
Is that necessary for this particular discussion?
No, I mean in the relationship between men and women. Like, I think one of the biggest problems that actually a lot of, like, rad femmes had with the Wifejak meme is that it belittles the differences between men and women and is profoundly, like, incurious about why women say the things they say. And it expresses a disbelief in women having interior lives.
Okay.
You know?
I imagine that for the guys, they're the idea that you would be extremely curious as to why they say the things they say wouldn't matter. It would matter more to them why a specific woman would say the things she says to them because it involves their personal relationship. But most people aren't inherently curious on a macro level about the genders.
Well, if there's anything you should be curious about, it's the person that you committed your life
That's
to.
what I'm saying. Like, a meme isn't going to expose or express profound thought process about a specific person. It's supposed to extrapolate to larger concepts.
I guess. I just feel like that cheapens what a meme is actually supposed to do, which is it's supposed to be funny and ironic.
So what would be the perfect example of like a...
The meme isn't a joke. It's just like, I love my wife and I'm a wife guy. Like, that's gay. Right?
Yeah, actually,
the whole wife guy thing?
It's literally not gay.
Okay,
but...
the whole wife guy thing, I'm saying that it's gay because it's like, you know, you should have your own mission in life outside of, like, your spouse.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's...
You know?
Well, again, but this isn't expressing
Which is,
all their views
ironically,
about
like, that's what
everything.
any woman would find attractive about a man, is that he's not obsessed with her. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless
And
they're
this is just like,
insane.
I orbit around my wife and she's the center of my universe. Like, that's just... I hate that. I find that repulsive.
I feel like that's more common with like millennials and like the younger generations though. Like they have this super idealistic way of looking at like romance in general that's like literally a fucking Disney movie, and it's, I don't know, I feel like it creates this dumb shit where it's...
Exactly.
I don't know if I buy that. Like, I don't know if I buy that the new generation, as jaded as they are, that millennials and Gen Z have an idealistic view of these things.
Like, I don't know, man, like... A lot of like what you see online is like for example, what we talked about earlier with the Disney stuff, the Disney weddings. Like that's an incredibly idealistic way to get married. Like this grand ceremony, things like that. Like you're spending $100,000 on something like that.
I don't see that as idealism. I see that as narcissism. But maybe that's just my own interpretation of it.
I mean, I don't think the two are mutually exclusive, though.
Again, I don't see celebrating your wedding 6 times in 6 years as idealism. I think that's gone so far past that can't be considered idealism. It's bordering on self-obsession.
But the whole thing about going these
and it's about the
lengths
Disney not like she didn't once talk in that about how great her husband was. She talked about how great the Disney wedding was. That's not idealism. That's self-obsession and American narcissism.
I agree, but it plays into the whole like grander delusion of like you need to have this grand ceremony with both like all your friends, all your families, things like that. Like it's a lot of people have, like I said before, just very weird ideas of what like life should be just in general. Like certain people like, you know, that work here, like they have interesting takes on what living in the country should be like rather than what it actually is like, and this isn't even in the country. So like, you know.
Fair enough. Look, I say that like with most types of memes like this, it's going to be open to your own interpretation and what your perspective is on the genders, and your relationship with the women around you will probably inform this more than anything.
I just think if you're a husband, you should be a husband and not a wife guy.
Okay. So he has to be the Chad meme. Yes or no to everything.
No, just be a man. You know?
You have to be Andrew Tate. Only.
That just him.
Yeah, just Andrew Tate.
But even that's just like a persona and an image.
No, that's top
right?
G.
Like the whole wife guy thing needs to stop, in my opinion.
I say in a world full of cynicism, I actually think it's I think it's the opposite. I think we live in an extremely cynical world now. I don't see most of today as idealistic. I think most people see idealism as a form of weakness these days, especially in the sarcastic nature of the internet. And any moment that gets to pull us into a little bit of wholesomeness, even if it's a bit manufactured, is probably a good thing. Just my interpretation.
I have to be the bad cop again.
Okay. All
Every
right.
time this happens.
Let's do super chats.
Corey Anderson said, Cherry is the best pie. Kara, you look wonderful. We'll let her know that you said that. But Cherry is not
I love your
the
beard,
best
Kara.
pie.
Yeah.
You're just wrong. We didn't include it in the poll because it doesn't count. Ethan, the felonious poet, said, Mary said pecan right, signed a Texan. Pumpkin gets so much hate, but that's my shit. Unless there's Dutch apple, pecan pie is just a mark syrup pie with pecans on top. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
What the happy Thanksgiving to you.
Dutch apple is better than normal apple pie, for sure. Shane H. Wilder said, pecan pie is goated. My mom used to have to make 2, one for everyone else and one just for my dad because he loved it and only ate it at Thanksgiving. That's sweet. Goofer Trooper
You
said...
make a Wifejak meme about that.
Yeah. Goofer Trooper said, been watching since episode 27, and you guys have been my favorite background noise. Let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you for watching.
27.
That's way
7
before my time.
700
actually.
episodes.
Have you
of
gone
PCC.
outside?
I think I was on for the first time I was on episode 70 around
I didn't
there.
know that there was a before my time for
There's-
Mary and Pop Culture Crisis.
There was a
What
pre-Mary
do you know?
iteration of this show.
Learn something new
Few
every
know
day.
this. Only the real fans know. Corey Anderson said, Mary, a jury listened to Stormy Horseface Daniels.
I don't remember.
Why are
what
we
that's
talking about Stormy
relation,
Daniels?
Or in relation to? I didn't know Stormy Daniels came up.
I'm so
Because
confused
that
right
person
now.
paid
Oh,
you to talk about
should we should we listen to the testimony of prostitutes in a court of
yep.
law?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Or do they have a credibility issue? I would say they have a credibility issue.
Okay. All right. Let's do one more.
Corey Anderson said, Mary, women wear less than Megan Fox at the beach. Well, it is a beach, right? So that would make sense.
It was like when they were having a discussion about Anna Paulina Luna in a bathing suit in a studio, and they said that's different than being at a beach. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, the whole modesty argument from the online right is kind of cringy.
I agree, but at the same time, these people also are the ones going before their constituents saying that they're these tradcons.
Does Anna Paulina, what's her name, do that? Or is it just that people have said that on the right?
No, she has done that. I mean, most of them have done it at one point or another to get votes. This is called, it's being a politician.
I'm
None
standing
of them are
for
real.
traditional values.
Yeah,
blah,
exactly.
blah.
They're using it for votes, just like Trump used the any conservative will use the evangelical base for votes, or the left uses blacks for votes.
I still don't think that it's that forced chastity, or I'm not talking about forced chastity, but forced modesty is something that should be considered a positive. And I don't think that people really need to make us think about it, because again, you go to the beach and you see people dressed in bikinis and stuff that all the time.
It's not that I'm seeing a woman's fat ass. It's that they're saying that they're wife material.
You think it's hypocritical?
Yeah, it's 100% blatant hypocrisy.
I think there's something profoundly different about just wearing a bikini at the beach and posting photos in it. Those things are very different, and the implication is different, and the type of response that you're trying to get is different.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I don't like equivocating
How's
those
the
two
type of
things.
response you're trying to get different? You're still trying to elicit people's to look at you.
I mean, I would say when you post something on social media, it's a far different
More blatant.
thing. Yeah.
Than walking outside.
Well, when you're interacting with people in the real world, it's not quite the same thing.
If you're wearing the bikini at the beach, it's in the setting where everybody else is theoretically doing the same thing. When
Just
you post it on social media, it's for people that are not in that situation
taking
at
my
the time.
phone right now and going like this and taking a selfie and then posting on an Instagram is different than me walking in this room and showing my face to the people in the room. You know what I mean? It's a different action, substantively.
Okay.
Like me posting my face online is like, hey guys, what do you think of my face?
But the base action here is woman wearing bikini.
No, my point was woman wearing bikini in studio. That's what I was talking about. It's like people were talking
who
about
did that?
Anna Polina Luna.
She wore a bikini.
It was like for like a photo shoot.
In a photo shoot.
Oh, was that for the calendar that Conservative Dad did?
I just remember that. I don't know how this came
did
back
something
up.
for Maxim.
On the Raggedy Ann said,
more.
Happy Thanksgiving, PCC. I will be very thankful for y'all's full review of Wicked. Possible for new PCC party compilation of your fave 2024 memes.
Maybe we could do a crisis party where it's just a compilation of Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo crying.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can't dance to that.
Let's do the 20 there.
V Wit said, I have a love-hate with pecans. My family ran a pecan glove when I was younger, and my grandpa would... Wait, what?
What the hell is that?
I don't know what that is. I don't know.
What in the Hallmark is that? That sounds like something somebody does in a Hallmark movie.
My grandpa would drop off 3 50-pound burlap sacks a month, and my dad would make us all shell them, but I love eating them, and pecan pie is my fave.
Did you fall in love with a businesswoman from the city who came in town to audit your pecan farm? I must know. Pecan farm. Sorry, I screwed it up already.
Very quaint.
Yes.
Very Hallmark.
It does. All right, let's move on.
Okay, we're going to talk about the dark side of OnlyFans recruiter agencies. Because recently, I saw a video.
Do they have a light side? Do they have a positive side?
No, actually, surprisingly, there's no light side to it. I recently saw a video of a booth of OnlyFans recruiters who showed up at a college career fair to recruit women into the OnlyFans industry.
All this does is make fives think that they should be getting naked on the internet.
Well, let's take a look at this video and see how he
intended.
convinced them
Okay.
to sign up.
Here's the video here. Not letting
It says on the table, I think, your OnlyFans freedom starts here.
Oh, boy.
Or no, financial freedom starts here, and then the OnlyFans logo. And they're wearing OnlyFans logo polo shirts to represent the company, and talking to all of these young women about their career opportunities if they drop out of college and start becoming digital prostitutes.
I mean, maybe he's only allowed to be like, you should do it once you graduate college. The college is like, look, we'll get them into the most debt we can before we send them to you.
You know?
So you can sell your body online to pay for the degree that you never got.
Exactly. No, that you never used. No, the point for the college is to make sure they get the degree. That way they've extracted the most money they can from the student, okay? Because they have to build a new student center somewhere. Yeah. Somebody has to put like a 4th library in. It's necessary.
A 15th cafeteria?
Exactly. So once they do that, they're like, look, then we'll shuffle them to you, Mr. OnlyFans recruiter, and then you can help get them out of the debt trap by selling themselves online.
A man claiming to represent OnlyFans is inviting students at Florida International University campus to become porn stars for, quote, financial freedom. He tells one young woman, we don't want you to be a porn star. We just want you to have an open mind. Our motto is you get ahead by giving head.
Oh, my God.
Have an
That's
open something.
Actually what he said.
This can't be real. Okay.
OnlyFans has guys on campus encouraging your daughters to do porn for financial freedom. The colleges are lost. Don't send your kids here.
Don't go to college.
Unless you're going to be a lawyer or a doctor or something that
Civil
requires
engineer.
you. Yeah, okay. So here's the thing. If you think that this sounds too far-fetched, first of all, that quote there sounded a bit far-fetched to me. But
it's in the video.
Colleges regularly have adult actresses as guest speakers and stuff like that. They love this stuff. So, whatever you think, whatever your thoughts are on porn and things like that, the question should be, should college money, the money that you're spending on your degree, be used to funnel this through their programs, whether it's speaking fees, whether it's recruiting stations and things like that, because the recruiting station, I'm guessing they have to pay to have a booth there.
Well, I did look into whether this was real, and it says, responding to a comment request, OnlyFans comms team confirmed the individual featured in the video is not connected with the company. They said OnlyFans is not affiliated with this individual and he is not employed, nor does he represent the company in any way. These actions are not sanctioned by OnlyFans and fall outside our acceptable use policy.
So colleges are allowing pimps, digital pimps, to come in to try to recruit.
I think the more important takeaway from here is that I can get the polo.
Yes.
And not have to do it.
Yes.
So I guess they weren't an OnlyFans rep, but it is a very real fixture in the OnlyFans industry that they have OnlyFans management agencies and OnlyFans recruitment agencies, and one of these actual former OnlyFans recruiters stopped doing that. Yep. She renounced that career because of the disgusting stuff that she came across. Her name is Victoria Sinise. An OnlyFans recruiter is revealing appalling requests that she saw from men, which were troubling enough as she completely changed her own life and embraced Christianity. She has a marketing background, but was unaware of the disturbing requests and violent materials she would be exposed to while working for an OnlyFans agency. A friend recommended her for the position in 2022. She didn't know much about the site, but her role as an employee of the agency was to recruit women for OnlyFans. She initially believed that most of the women on the site came from impoverished backgrounds, and because they were making good money, surely must be happy and doing something positive with their lives. But she was in for a rude awakening. When she got behind the scenes look into the world, she quickly learned the ugly truth of it, which inspired her to turn to religion. She is now the founder of an organization that focuses on helping women overcome these societal expectations and advocates against sexual exploitation. But she initially viewed this as financial freedom and viewed it as empowerment and all of these things they use to reel them in. Obviously, there's no light side to that industry.
No, the fact that the guy... that OnlyFans says the guy's not affiliated is probably really the worst part of it, I guess.
Yeah, is he's just
because
like
it's
some dude trying to film or some shit?
No, it's digital. It's digital. He's a pimp.
Yeah.
He's no different than like a pimp that's like, oh, let me help manage your career as a,
Except there's no physical threats to like protect the girl from.
Who says?
I mean,
well, there are actually. Since I've been doing more research into this type of stuff, I've realized a lot of women who get into OnlyFans, especially the ones who end up most successful on the platform, they get a lot of stalkers. One, I even saw the most like gruesome murder that happened to an OnlyFans model by one of her subscribers, home invasions, stuff like that.
Are these people also putting "come fuck me" on the menu? Like, because if so,
the examples I just brought up, no.
Okay.
In the examples I brought up, I think you can easily attract some of the craziest, most deranged people.
It's the internet. I mean, we do here.
But what I gather from OnlyFans saying like we're not affiliated with this person is that this guy is either an independent contractor who manages OnlyFans models, or he represents one of these independent agencies that offers management services, which include like
they should have been advertising with their
chatbots and stuff.
They should have been advertising with their agency name and not the brand name that they're not affiliated with.
Right, exactly.
What you see here, guys, is the natural outcome of the debt trap that colleges created here, which is even if the college system worked properly, and we had a system where you're encouraged to go get 4 years of education because the jobs that you would get filled, you would fill positions for required that level of education, and that level of education only, that still requires you to put yourself into a tremendous amount of debt, only to then pull yourself out of the debt after you spend 4 years, 2 of which are spent doing stuff that doesn't even matter, because generals should be abolished and nobody should have to do general courses at a 4-year college. That trap, which is even worse now, because even when you leave your 4 years of education for the job that supposedly requires you to get that, the degree to start the career, it says 8 years of experience required to start by, giving people coffee. People get desperate. And that desperation leads to people making bad decisions. For women especially, who are going to be put into positions where they could come to physical harm, this is the natural byproduct of a more narcissistic generation looking to find its way out of debt. Now, I don't know what the men are doing to get themselves out of debt. It's what, Bitcoin and
I don't know. I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
But to your point about people being desperate, and that's the reason why they turn to options like OnlyFans that they never otherwise would have considered.
I disagree that the majority of people that are doing OnlyFans are doing it because of desperate. I think that they wrongly believe that it's glamorous and it is a way to add duration and money, and stuff. And the reason I think that is because there are so many people on OnlyFans that, just apparently, like, if I understand correctly, it's like only like 1 or 2% of the people on OnlyFans make any money.
Yeah,
Everybody else
that.
so it's a tiny amount. So it's just this huge platform of people, showing off their bits and doing all kinds of sex acts for like no return on their effort and stuff.
The average OnlyFans model is akin to a SoundCloud rapper.
Well, that's why they use that top percentage of the OnlyFans creators to market the idea and the image of it to women who would have not considered it otherwise.
There's 20 there.
This is from VWit. Fun fact, the way they pick pecans is, remember those fat weight 50s bet oscillators? They put a tarp down and put the machine around the tree and shake all the off, then gather them. Also, I typed Grove, not glove, autocorrect.
Autocorrect.
And you didn't type belt fed oscillator right either.
Most of this didn't make sense to me.
And look, we talked the other day about a woman who was streaming for 3 years straight, hoping to hit it big. Maybe that's wanting financial freedom, or maybe it's a mix of narcissism and thinking that it's a glamorous life to do it professionally.
Well, this is another, perhaps even more egregious form of OnlyFans recruitment. An OnlyFans star recently bragged about sleeping with 250 high school boys.
Yes, you heard that correctly.
Yeah.
Nice.
The name of this transgender OnlyFans star is Kay Manuel, who bragged about having sex with 75 high schoolers in 48 hours. Recently came out as trans, by the way.
Came out as trans.
Manuel claims all the boys were ID'd to make sure they were 18 years or older, and also claims that these teens were notified of the gender transition beforehand.
So she's like...
Well,
it's fucking like 6 people an hour for 2 days straight.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hope it's a lie. I know a lot of women lie about this stuff.
Logistically, how's that possible?
For marketing
purposes. The first thing I thought about was that it was not even for marketing purposes, like even more pessimistic on my behalf, was like, this is just designed to coarsen the culture.
Well, let's take a look at the video where Kay Manuel explains the situation.
In terms of people coming forward saying that this is taking advantage of teens for profit, what's your response to that?
Well, I provide a full service. Like, I provide full service as well. So I see it as they're getting my services for free, and in return, I'm getting the content out of it, which then I can monetize to profit off. So realistically, like, if they didn't want to film it, they can pay me.
Okay.
It's like getting a fake
did he say if they didn't want to film it, they could pay me?
Yeah, meaning that they only get it for free because it's filmed.
Right.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yep.
That's evil, guys.
Yeah, they're children.
Yes.
Right. So that's...
Well, they're all 18 years or older and consenting adults,
is that
so
the case?
why do you
Okay,
care so much?
All right, so I didn't realize they
Why
were
do you
just
care
barely
so
not children,
much?
but they're well, I mean...
They're consenting adults. Why do you care
terrible.
so much, Phil?
Hey, man,
terrible.
the
You're a
line's got to be
prude.
drawn somewhere. You want it lower? I don't think anyone wants that.
No, obviously not. Jesus Christ.
Well, the term high school kid implies on purpose that they're still children.
Oh, and that's
Even if
why the
they're-
videos are being marketed that way.
Exactly.
That's the whole intrigue as for why people even want to watch that content, is because it's degenerate, and the idea that this person is, defiling the innocence of teenage boys.
Yeah,
You
the innocence
assume-
of teenage boys.
The assumption is that the people that are, purchasing the content are looking for trans people, so that's fairly degenerate
and
right
the
off the
age
bat.
thing
Yeah,
as well.
the age. I mean, it's just all.
And I
just
saw
not
this clip of that girl Nala Ray, the former OnlyFans model who talked about converting to Christianity. She went back on the Whatever podcast and she started saying, basically throughout her stint as an OnlyFans model, she would constantly lie to her simps about what she was doing, about her sexual behaviors, about promiscuity, all of this stuff, about like her kinks and all this, like this persona that she came up with. She said it was all a lie so that she could get simps to subscribe to her OnlyFans. Yeah. And that hopefully means that when you hear stories like this, they're not usually the truth, or at least not the full truth. Like, I would like to think this is all being made up for clicks. Similarly with that Australian OnlyFans model we talked about who pledged to sleep with 1,000 men in a year or whatever. Yeah. Like, or the other one that we talked about who slept with like 100 men in a day. I hope that those stories are fabricated. Thank you.
I don't buy that it's fabricated, actually. The Nala stuff fabricated, sure, making up stories.
You should get the golf swing in too.
The golf swing. I don't have a lot of room here.
I mean, like, I don't have any more room than you do.
No excuses.
Yeah, and I'm a larger human than you are as well.
It's all very depressing.
Let's read some super chats. Why don't we? Corey Anderson said Martha Stewart cheated on her spouse. Mary approved.
Mary did not approve.
I don't think Martha asked me. I don't think Martha Stewart asked me before cheating on her husband.
Mary did not get a call asking if it was okay.
Hey, can I have an affair with this Irish man?
And Mary's like, you still don't like...
Of course, Martha.
She's like, you still don't like Drew Barrymore, right? And you lied on your taxes? Go ahead. You've earned this.
Tacty Platty said, bruh, that's my Martin's near racetrack.
Tacty, thanks for subscribing, by the way.
Oh, to your ex?
Yes.
How's that been going? Have you done like your call with them, your space?
No, I do. I'll do my first subscribers only space on this coming Sunday. Actually, I think is the actual first one, and it's just come and ask me questions, and I'll hang out as long as there's questions that aren't ridiculous.
What makes them ridiculous? What are you not going to answer?
I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but
I guess you'll find out.
You'll know it when you see it.
I'm about to subscribe to you real fucking quick.
Oh boy.
Subscribe to Phil's OnlyFans.
What?
It's only for fans.
It's X.
Dejo Talking Nerdy said, Happy Thanksgiving all. Christ is King. PCC equals punk rock. Is PCC punk rock? I guess we'd have to ask you that. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I feel like that's stolen valor. Nate said, just so you know, we will miss you over break.
We will miss you guys as well. We're going to come back, and it's going to be a lot of fun when we come back next Monday.
We'll all be fat after we get back.
I mean, I'm already fat, but I'll be fatter. There's a 20 there from the Manic Mustache.
Late as usual, but apropos to poultry, I'm grateful that after 3 years of marriage, the wife is pregnant with our first baby. My daughter excited. Finally, a little bro. Granddaughter is on the fence about her first baby uncle, STMF.
Wait.
Oh, stay toxic, my friends.
There's a lot of...
I got lost halfway through there.
I guess that means he already has grandchildren, but he's having a new baby.
Good for you. Congrats on the babies.
That's cool.
But he says the wife is pregnant with our first baby.
Oh.
But he has grandkids?
But he already has a daughter. This is getting very confusing. I don't know.
Maybe it's from a previous relationship?
Congrats, I guess.
Congrats, I'm sorry that happened to you?
Maybe?
I don't fully understand the situation. Corey Anderson said, I'm thankful for my $500K life insurance policy. Hopefully it can be cashed in this deployment. Hashtag meaningful death. Hashtag war never changes. Hashtag let's go. Heart emoji.
What is with the... Corey?
It's very dark today in the chat.
What the hell is this?
Everyone's talking about dying.
Well, the ideas are floating around that the United States and NATO are looking for a nuclear war with Russia.
Yeah.
The German government was telling their population how they're going to use the subways as bomb shelters and the like. So
Great stuff.
You know,
Bombs are going off.
Hey, doesn't this show exist
Listen,
so
I'm
we don't
smoking-
have to talk about that stuff?
Let's move on to funner things. There's
hold on,
another 20 there.
one thing first. If they do, like if that does happen, I'm gonna smoke so many Marlboros.
Dude, I'll bring you the pack.
Yes.
The carton.
Yes.
We'll get a carton. We'll smoke a bunch of Marlboros.
Sarah's watching. I'm sorry, babe. 1,000 Marlboros.
2,000.
Is the L silent in Marlboro?
No, Marlboro.
It
I mean,
is.
most people probably do say don't pronounce the L, but if you like, it's supposed to be Marlboro.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be 2 syllables, Marlboro.
For a
But
second.
you just like
Wait,
when you
what?
say it, it's Marlboro.
For a second there, I don't know why. I thought you were asking if the L in his last name was silent. Like,
No, it's-
Are you
It's
Phil
Avanti.
Avanti?
No,
Phil
it's-
Avanti.
Fee
I thought it was
Avanti.
the L silent in nuclear blast. Like,
Nuclear blast.
nuclear blast.
Greg Duvier said, late meeting, but I am back. Phil, don't make me turn into Destiny and tell you how to do something I have never done. Now released the album this on Thanksgiving.
Listen,
So I can be thankful for it. This is your weekly reminder.
So I really want the record to come out soon, and it will be soon, but I don't want you to do anything that Destiny does, because it's all degenerate gross stuff.
Pretty much all bad. You can only go wrong if you're following in his footsteps.
He's the worst.
Yeah. Greg Duvier said taxation is threff.
It's threff. Yes, yes, it is. It is, in fact.
Not sure if that was a spelling mistake, but it made me
It's
laugh.
funny.
Shane H. Wilder said, aw, thank you guys. I'm currently working on one for IRL in a 50s Edward R. Murrow style,
Solid.
minus the copious amount of cigarette smoke.
Well, that can't be true if there's going to be a nuclear blast and everybody apparently is lighting up.
So many
You're going to be ripping cigs on IRL in the studio.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Serengo Productions said, is she secretly a boomer? You kids and your Starbucks. If you stopped buying your $20 drinks, you could have a Star Wars wedding too. LMAO.
I'm going to take that to heart.
There are no amount of $7 lattes you could forgo to afford multiple $150,000 Disney weddings.
There are, and I'm going to
Even Dave Ramsey would tell you that. That's another thing. She's like, oh, I don't get my nails done, so I can afford to spend 6 figures on a Disney wedding.
I did love the meme that was going around about how the person who's not the meme, I'm sorry, the Twitter post about how men taking a lunchbox to work was feminine. Did anybody see that one?
Wait. You need to tell me why. Like, what's the argument?
They don't make an argument. They just say it's feminine. And then the guy goes, not me going to work with my lunch, and he's got spaghetti in his pocket. He has a chicken wing in his pocket, and then he opens his wallet, and there's spaghetti in his wallet. And I was thinking about it. I almost tweeted last night, so I've been buying these like ridiculously overpriced sandwiches from Sheetz on the way to work. Just
SMH.
Seriously,
They're not even that good.
It's not that good. It's literally just a salami and cheese sandwich, and it's like a gazillion dollars. And I'm not even kidding you when I tell you that when I make that sandwich at home the night before, I get high thinking about the $5 I'm saving not spending it on that sandwich. So if me having to put it in a lunchbox to come to work makes me feminine, then so be it.
Look, who put your lunch together?
I did.
You did? Okay. What if you have like a girlfriend or a wife that does it? Then
She has done that.
It's not at all feminine.
She has done that, but
It's
the
actually the
point
most
is,
masculine thing you can do.
You should actually
Absolutely.
be going out in the woods and killing your lunch
Before I go, yeah.
before the show.
The other thing is like, look, there is probably the most masculine demographic in America brings their lunch to work, and that's the people who do the construction and build everything that this country stands on, all done by men with paper bags and thermoses. So
Well, I don't know about paper bags.
I was saying that for effect, okay? I don't actually think they'll
Fair
bring it in a paper bag, okay?
Fair enough.
But the point is
and they
you know,
catcall women while they're doing it.
you know,
Just
maybe
like
they
they're
stop.
supposed to.
Just
Yeah.
maybe
And
they
it's really
stop
gay.
for the white monster at the gas station. But I maintain they're probably bringing their lunch.
Wait, I want to know how common this is. Have any of you actually catcalled a woman?
No,
No,
Never?
no.
not once.
Like, it can't be that common. The ones who do it are just loud. You know?
Do I seem like the type of person that would
I
ever
don't
do
know.
that?
I
That'd
don't
be
know.
wild if you're out there
Like
just
it would be
catcalling.
like, so
women.
everyone's like, Brett's really unassuming at work, and then you just see me on the street corner.
He's like the
Hey, bitch.
worst.
Hey! What that
Hey,
titties
toots.
do?
I feel like everyone, even the cat callers, know that catcalling doesn't work. Has it ever worked?
It's not about it working, though, right?
People that don't.
Actually, it would be real. That's a skit they could have filmed. It's like Brett at work. He's really, really quiet. And then, like, you're just passing through town. And I'm like, hey, girl.
What you got going on?
Those titties do, huh? Like.
It's a woman in a burqa.
Yeah. Like,
there's some real intrigue there.
It's not like they actually think, like, I'm going to catcall this woman and she's going to walk over to me and, like, be interested, right? It's not supposed to be effective.
I've seen my uncle do it, though. And it's really fucking weird.
Some of them do, because then they do it, and then the girl says, like, doesn't respond, like, whatever, bitch. Like,
right? Like, why are you mad?
Okay, I guess have a good day, slut.
I mean, I guess, like, I kind of catcall Olivia from the living room sometimes.
That's not the same thing.
Yeah, but you're in a relationship.
Okay, that's not the same thing.
Yeah, that's not at all.
That's acceptable and probably warranted.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorenko Productions said, is she secretly a boomer? Oh, no, I already read that one. Omega Red Fan said, that pine tree smell really is hypnotic, bro.
In relation to what?
Having a real tree instead of a fake one.
Yeah.
I actually,
it's...
I'm pro fake tree. I don't want to clean up all those pine needles.
I'm 100% real tree, except for when I have to go cut it down.
No, the real tree is indicative of the American dream. I will one day live in a stable enough situation where we can afford and live in a house rather than an apartment, so that we can bring home a tree.
Why would you not? I'm getting, like, me and Sarah are going to get a tree like next week or the week after. So
we have a fake tree for now. Next year, perhaps we'll have a real tree.
I don't have a tree yet.
Having a real tree with cats is a nightmare, though.
Having cats is a nightmare, though.
No.
Yes.
Well, okay.
You've never had the right cats.
To be fair,
there are no the right cats.
Yes,
neither
there are.
Mocha nor Chloe are like.
They would see it
scratching
and
at
they
the
would want
ornaments.
to eat it. They would want to eat it immediately.
All of my cats just wanted to, like, hang out in the tree and sleep in there. So it's like, once they got in there, it really wasn't a problem. But the act of getting in there,
My favorite picture of Bocus is still Bocus under the tree down in the green room.
Phil, you didn't answer our poll. Which pie is the superior pie?
I don't know what are the
is
options.
It apple, pecan, or pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving?
Pumpkin.
It's pumpkin.
The majority agrees with Phil right now at 46%. Pumpkin pie is winning.
Is pecan still third place?
Pecan.
None of them are
Damn.
bad. Just want to say this, but I want to put this out there. I'm not complaining or saying that any of the others are bad, but pumpkin is the one, particularly when it's absolutely covered in real whipped cream. Like,
well, if you're having
not just Ready Whip's okay, but it's better when it's real whipped cream.
The homemade.
Yes.
Yeah.
One Thanksgiving, my aunt, who's a gym teacher and very conscious about her health, brings out a pumpkin pie, and not only was it like one of these like health food pumpkin pies, but she didn't put out the fucking whipped cream, and we're all just sitting there, and my brother goes, and he's like, I think like 6 or 7 at this time, like, what are you, a fucking communist? Where's the whipped cream?
I mean, whipped cream is delicious.
If there's any day of the year that you wouldn't be health conscious, you would
It's
hope.
literally the one,
Thanksgiving, but no.
Yeah.
That's sickening. I mean, what is a health food pumpkin pie? It's just pumpkin in a pie crust?
It's just a pumpkin pie without sugar in it.
Ugh.
Nate
Yes.
says, my
offensive.
family goes and cuts down a real tree every year. Family tradition.
We used to
Respect.
until I went to college.
If there's any super chats for Phil specifically, we should do them now.
Yeah.
Right. You got
because,
9 minutes.
You got 9 minutes. If you have super chats for Phil specifically, have any come through? I haven't. I'm not at the bottom of this list here,
I don't know.
so I can't. I can't.
Well,
see.
I have a few $100s to burn. Let's see what
Yeah.
we can do.
Tacti Platy said, I'll show up as Tony to the NCIS even, Brett?
Oh yeah, to the wedding. I said it was that was the joke I made.
You could probably
Oh.
get the whole cast of NCIS to do that wedding dirt cheap too.
You think?
Oh yeah, because like
They're
was,
that desperate for work?
What's dirt cheap?
Yeah.
it was one of those daytime. Was it daytime?
No, it was a night. It's still on the air. It's a prime.
Is
it?
it?
Yeah, it's still on the air. It's like season 23.
Only?
23. Yeah.
Huh.
It's been on since 2003.
They're just
or
going to sleep
2004.
on stacks of cash.
I kid you not. I'm like I rewatch the show all the time, and the first season it's so funny how nothing in life changes. The first season's main story revolves around them finding out that a Hamas terrorist that they're tracking down actually works for Mossad.
Oh.
This is in 2004. Nothing changes. It's Bush and Sharon.
That's anti-Semitic, by the way.
Yes.
Wyatt Coldenberg said, here in rural PA, there are many Russian Orthodox Christians, and their Christmas is in January. So we have Christmas music and lights for an extra month. If you love Christmas, move here. Be happy.
My great uncle was
Sounds
Russian
nice.
Orthodox. My great grandmother would always celebrate Christmas afterward for his Russian Orthodox thing.
He says low, Brett. The point was in the show is that the guy, his character's name's Ari. He's the son of the head of Mossad, and his mom worked. He married a woman who worked in the Gaza Strip, and then sent him to Edinburgh, and then basically made him a sleeper agent his whole life as a Mossad agent who worked undercover in Hamas. And then you find out at the end that he hates his dad, and he actually is a terrorist.
So multiple plot twists.
Yes. Well, yeah, over multiple seasons. But actually, that actor, Rudolph Martin, excuse me. Oh my gosh, 2 first names in reverse order. Rudolph Martin was fantastic and should have gotten all the villain roles after his arc on that show and didn't.
Thank you.
Though I did read a really funny review once of one of the episodes that points out, it says, they found it offensive that they did this storyline with a terrorist back in 2004 when this was a review in 2018. It says, when the most obvious threat to America was right-wing militias. That was what they said.
Huh.
Well,
Yeah.
LMAO even.
Huh.
Jacob
Homegrown right-wing
Paradis
militias.
said, hey guys, just wanted to give another shout out to my niece's business, Narbar's Candles. Remember that Christmas is coming up. God bless. Some gift ideas. Maybe I'll get Brett a candle.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I did get you a candle one year for your birthday,
well,
maybe.
we used it up in the studio. The Minnesota scented candle. I don't know what that
What
means.
does Minnesota smell
I don't
like?
remember I don't remember smelling it and thinking like this
Smell
smells
like
exactly
mayonnaise?
like Minnesota, but it probably did smell like Minnesota. What, like pine trees or?
No, it would smell like cheese curds.
Perfect.
Oh, lovely. Tacti Platy
Oh no,
said,
that's Wisconsin. My bad.
be kind signs make me extremely belligerent.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a fair reaction.
It's a creepy, toxic positivity cult that nobody should take part of. If you're going to be positive, it should be at your own behest and not because somebody ordered you to do it, weirdos.
Those hate have no home here signs, they've always wanted me to have a sign that says hate has a home here, and then just all the kinds of hate I tolerate.
Hate has a guest bedroom here.
Yeah. Hate has a residency 4 nights a week.
Yeah.
Corey Anderson, I'm
you
not
don't
reading
hate
that.
the media enough, but in this house we try.
Crooked Smile, I'm also not reading that. The legendary Golden Spork said, Chris Chan's gonna become a father. The rapture can't come soon enough.
I don't know how to feel about that one.
For further context about Chris Chan, he has an actual girlfriend. He got her pregnant, and the baby is due
How
in
old is
summer
she?
2025. Lord Jesus, save us all.
She's
That is terrifying
an
to think
adult,
about.
correct?
There's
I
a
would
20
hope
there.
so. You know, not elderly, right? You
Well,
would
with
hope not.
that dude, you know.
You never know.
Yeah, you got to really ID people
Sorry.
at the door.
This one is for Phil and Mary from Incompetent Hands. Are women on average anti-gun because women's physical sex preferences are security-based? Height, shoulders, jawline, biceps, etc. Do guns negate a woman's genetic predisposition, aka give the ick? Your thoughts?
I think that women are, if they are predisposed to be anti-gun, I think that it's highly individualized. I don't think that it's actually that women are. I think that in the context that we live in, like the society that we live in, they have outsourced their own protection to the state largely, and that's a major reason why they are. You find that conservative women are not anti-gun because they tend to look towards their husband or don't look to the state for their own protection. Sometimes they'll look to their own, for their own agency by owning guns themselves. But the people that are anti-gun are the people that outsource their own safety and protection to the state. They believe that the existence of the state inhibits enough crime where it'll never happen to them.
And you have to ask them, like, what would you do in the case of a home invasion or a robbery, right? Because
They
a
would say they'd
person's
call the
answer,
cops.
a person's
But no,
answer to that will
some
tell
of them
you
are
everything
also defund the police people. So what they really think is that criminals are morally justified in committing violent acts,
and they
that
would be okay with it.
they would be okay with getting robbed or murdered. I mean, if I had to guess what you mean, it's that guns are a physical equalizer between the sexes.
But there's a certain level
and
of
therefore women don't want to feel that they're physical equals with men.
Also,
by
there's
using
there's a certain level of like inherent responsibility that comes with learning how to use a firearm that a lot just don't want to take the time to do. Like a lot of them will say, like, I tried shooting a gun and it scared me, and then they don't try to work past that learned or that feeling of being scared to what it can be, which is extremely empowering once you learn how to use it.
Yeah,
I think it's honestly probably a lot. Well, maybe this goes to what Phil said, but like maybe a lot simpler than what you said, where it's like. The difference I see between men and women is that women are more communally inclined, where they're dependent on, naturally and like instinctually dependent on like another person, whether they realize it or not, because that's, you know, what biology tells them, like, you know. And then men are more individualistic in nature, like they're just always used to being like accountable for their own safety and own well-being. So it's like maybe it's just a subconscious thing that like these people are like an instinctual, like animalistic thing that nobody wants to really like.
Yeah. And if she talks about calling social workers, run.
I think if there's any natural aversion that women have toward guns, it's because they have a natural aversion toward conflict and violence and combat in general, because, you know, they're not naturally inclined to, as you said, like be their own protectors. That makes sense to me.
It's all outsourced. It's all because of the outsourcing of defense to society. You look at like, that's why, like, so you'll be interested in this. Sarah and I watched the Twilight movie this weekend because I'd never seen.
Did you like it?
I mean,
did you watch all of them or just the first?
Just the first one. I didn't watch it, but it's fine.
He liked it.
The thing that the reason that women like the vampire story is because, like, the vampires are totally powerful. They're completely able to kill anyone and everyone, but he decides not to kill what's her name, right? Because he loves her. And that's what women want. Women want a monster that is able to kill everybody that would try to harm them, even her, but then he decides not to kill her. That's the whole. There was this meme that was going around where this woman was on TikTok, and she said, all I want is to be like in a village where it was just Rampage, and then the guy comes over with his sword and lifts my chin up. And that's the same analogy. It's the man is so powerful and so capable of destruction and will actually exercise violence in enormous quantities, but he won't against her. That's the ultimate woman's fantasy. So, or that's where that comes from. It's not every and ultimate, but it's the reason why Twilight is so huge. It's the reason why 50 Shades of Grey is so huge. It's the same fantasy for millions and millions of women. So.
But then Bella does end up becoming a vampire.
I don't know about that.
So then she becomes.
He's like, look, I don't know about all that.
I don't know. I didn't watch that.
You just saved him 8
minutes.
Now you gave away the part.
Spoiler alert.
On that note, it is time for you to sign off.
It is. So if you want to follow me on X, I am Phil That Remains. You can subscribe and join our meme page. I've just started it, so there's only a few members right now. But if you are subscribed, join up. We like to share memes, and I don't really have a whole lot of rules about the memes, just to make sure that they're not going to get us booted off of X. I'm Phil That Remains on X. I'm Phil That Remains Official on Instagram. The band is All That Remains, and we have a bunch of new videos available. You can check out one's for Forever Cold, for a song called Let You Go, No Tomorrow, and Divine. They're all available on YouTube, Amazon Music, Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, and Deezer. And don't forget, the left lane is for crime. It is not for traveling.
We will not forget that.
That was amazing.
I am Andrew Mingst. If you want to follow me, I don't know why, but I'm A_Mingst. I'll let you figure out how to spell my last name. And yeah, that's about it. Also, Forever Cold, fucking sick.
Thank you, sir.
Dude, all those songs are bangers.
All right.
Pretty proud of it.
All right, guys. And we do have 2 more guests coming in here. They should be
I don't know if they're in the waiting room, as you called
Sam sent
it.
me a message a minute ago and asked if they should just come in at 4. I said yes, so they're probably coming in shortly. We can just keep... Oh, there they are.
Oh, hey.
Right on time, guys. How's it going? Sam, if you want to go around that way. Yep. Okay.
Hello.
We're just getting everyone situated
We are.
right now.
It's going to be good stuff. These shows are always very chaotic.
Yeah, that's okay. We like it that way.
We like it. We like chaos a little bit. I'll have to adjust the shots on the fly here for everybody.
So
all right.
We have 2 guests who have never been on the show before.
That is true.
This is really exciting.
Yep.
Not returning.
Who should we? So pull the mics towards you. If the headphones are too loud, I can adjust them.
I don't know if you can
Others-
fit the headphones over your hat.
The hat might not work there. How's it going, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, doing good. Do you want to tell everybody who you are?
Absolutely. My name's Sam. I'm here. I work at the Boonies. I'm the creative director over the Boonies.
I
All
remember
things skateboarding.
Yeah, and so they're always putting out content. Yeah, you're gonna take the hat off. That's it. Actually, so one thing people might not know is Tim actually has a cowboy hat rule on IRL, where if you're wearing a cowboy hat, you're not expected to take your hat off to put the headphones on.
Oh, yeah. I remember that now.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have that rule here.
We do not. And to my right, introduce yourself, sir.
Hello, I am Richie Jackson, professional skateboarder, and I'm happy to be here on PCC for the first time.
And my spot kin as far as looking for weird stuff to skate. Different
Absolutely.
sports, same type of discipline.
I mean, yeah, you were. I didn't want to say were. You're a pretty big rollerblader, right?
I mean, 25 years I've been skating, and I made my own inroads in the sport. But obviously, that's I skate as much as I can now. I try to get out 3 to 5 times a week, at least for an hour a day. But it's really funny. I would look at your videos and I would see a lot of the same spots, especially stuff in California, because they share a lot of the same culture as far as, especially like everyone recognizes Hollywood High.
Right.
When they see it. And
we're probably
like that,
ships
right?
in the night. I'm sure.
Yeah,
that we
exactly.
Were, yeah.
Brett,
So
we have
yes.
a special
there you go.
moment to share with Richie. You gave us these Cadbury Cherry Ripe candies.
Yeah. So this is the best chocolate bar in the world.
Yeah, that's what you said. I was incredulous, but
Mary, go ahead if you want to. I gotta adjust these shots.
do you
here a
still
little
have
bit.
yours? Okay.
I got mine here. Yep.
We're gonna give a taste test, but
everyone
I
a shot.
can't do it before you.
Well, Sam can
Has to be
attest
the
to it
same time.
being the best.
Sam,
got
are
hooked
they
on
the
it right
best?
away.
Yeah, I can say that.
Okay.
I went
What
through the,
makes these
initiation.
better? Just because they're not American? That
It's the
makes
cherry.
sense.
There's just
Cherry?
something about the cherry
Okay.
in there.
Okay.
All right, here we go. This one's for Australia.
I feel like I was transported back in time, and that my grandma would have given me this candy, and I would have loved it growing up.
It's got coconut, doesn't it?
Well, is
It's
coconut
like
a no-go
fully
for you?
coconut, yeah.
I don't like coconut.
Oh.
What about desiccated coconut?
I don't know what that means.
I think it means it's got its head cut off.
Hey, Brett, I did have a question regarding rollerblading.
Go for it.
Okay, so this was a myth flying around in the 90s. I'm not sure if it's true, but we were told in skate spaces that if you push a rollerblader into the ocean wearing rollerblades, he will drown and die.
Probably because the skates would weigh them down, my friend.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no way out of that?
I have no idea. I can't swim. I mean, I can swim, but not well.
Well, I'm glad it never happened, at least, as far as we know.
The,
We can do a
um,
little Mythbusters episode.
So myth confirmed.
Yes.
Wow.
I can confirm.
How about
But
that?
maybe only speaking for myself, because growing up, because I had to have all these surgeries on my ears, I was never allowed to go learn how to swim. I had,
so you'd be donezos.
I'd be done either way. Like
Okay.
even if you put me in there in shoes, I'd be done.
Well, I hope you don't have anyone after you. 'cause
We have
now
a
they know how to
20
get you.
from VWhip. Minnesota smells like malto meal. Granted, my opinion is skewed because I lived in Northfield, Minnesota, where their main production factory is.
Yep.
Twilight is like stepping in gum. It sucks and gets everywhere. Bye, Phil. You're wrong.
He almost got it in time before Phil left.
You are wrong. Twilight is great.
So how are things going on Boonies right now? I saw
They're
the
great, yeah.
the video yesterday with the
ball.
The ball.
Yeah.
That was freaking great.
Dude, so Johnny kind of pioneered the levitating
Yeah.
ball leaf blower genre of skating, and it's everywhere. I'm on my phone the other day with Mike, and I open up my Explore feed and Instagram, and the first thing was someone else doing it.
Oh, no way.
I DM'd them. I was like, "Did you get that from Boonies?" And they're like, "From what?"
So somebody else
No,
just happened
they
to
just
find it
saw-
around.
yeah.
Isn't it weird how
floating around.
culturally, people can find their way to something roughly at the same time?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
Like-
happened a few times in history, especially with Charles Darwin's Origin of the Species. Another guy wrote it at the same time. Edison invented the light bulb at the same time as another guy. I think there's just stuff floating around in the ether, and it all kind
It's
of
like
comes together.
osmosis.
Collective
Everything comes to
consciousness.
go. And maybe it's as simple as two people were watching similar skate videos, and the idea came to them because two people with a similar thought process to the sport
It's
got
like how-
inspired by an idea that worked for them.
Well, it's like how when Jurassic Park came out, it was the same time that Billy and the Clonosaurus came out.
So that's really, and that was, how heavy was that pipe?
The pipe that he's skating on, so Johnny does, I think he does It's like sprinkler lines, maybe.
Yeah,
I
mean that's what it just look like.
Yeah, they're
piping.
just giant steel pipes, and so he got some extra, I guess, and was able to fit.
What
it
was
together.
securing it to the ground?
It's so heavy that it doesn't.
It just doesn't move. Yeah, we used to have. So there was this spot in like at the University of Madison that we used to skate, where it was just the ledge was naturally angled like this. And no, this was back before rubrics were used.
Yeah,
somebody just found like a very heavy piece of angle iron and just dropped it on top, and it was there for like.
We've
10
done
years.
that too. Yeah,
it was just there for like. 10
Sometimes
years.
it's just you get luck at the draw and it just sits there.
Yeah,
You're like
it's,
perfect.
It's great stuff.
Brett, let's talk cess slides.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that in Australia, skateboarders adopted that term for power slide?
It's basically the same concept, except for on skates, they do have a version of a power slide that actually is still on the wheels, whereas cess slide is not on the wheels. Cess slide is on the actual boot of the skate.
Is it?
They're different.
Okay.
Things. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, they're
but
not
in
the same
Australia,
term.
growing up, we would say, "Oh yeah, frontside sass, backside sass," and people
again,
go,
where
"That's
does
a
that
blading
language
term."
where does that language come from? Because that's something me and Tim have argued about endlessly. Is like the terminology of these sports, and they said it never mattered anyways because back before the internet, everything was localized to the trick names in America were very different from trick names in the UK for specific tricks.
It's because
and stuff
roller
like that.
sports are a cesspool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is that what it is? You keep being rude, man. I will just kick you the fuck out. I will kick you the fuck out. Okay.
What is
I
this?
will
Some
turn
Blader
this
skater?
I will
podcast
turn
around.
this bitch around. Okay. Okay. Let's do.
Well, we need to be careful right now because we have a cringe compilation,
Yes.
but we also have a ton of super chats to read.
Okay.
So we need to be discerning with our time. What do you decide, Brett?
Let's do cringe compilation first.
Okay, I have collected some man-made horrors beyond your comprehension for today. Normally we just have one cringe of the day, but I had such an abundance of cringe that I felt like we needed to put it all together and do a little cringe reaction with our new guests. So this is how we introduce you to our show.
All right, so let's go for here. So the first one here, it says her husband had a 2-year affair with another woman while his wife was pregnant. I hope she wasn't pregnant for 2 years because she might want to check with the doctor about that. But here's this video. It seems that she dragged him to, what is this, a mall?
Yeah.
Okay, if you're listening.
It says, I had an affair for 2 years. Ask me for the deets.
Cheater!
Like, outside of maybe this dude being rich and like her saying like I'm gonna take all your money if you don't do this, why would he agree to do this?
Look at the cheater. Turn around for your fans. He had a 2-year affair while I had his second baby. We intentionally had a second
I like this
baby,
girl.
and
She's
he was
hot.
having an affair the whole time. Feel free.
So you're on her side?
Oh man,
It's
she's
just
amazing.
like-
That's wife material right there.
My issue is why would he agree to do this?
Have you considered the possibility that it's fake?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, okay, here's the thing. We have to consider the possibility that everything we watch is fake all the time. So
Big
we have to
critical thinker over
operate
here.
we have to operate under the idea that for the sake of the conversation
I mean,
that
if it's real, that's
90% of what you
Right.
see on the internet now are like made up scenes where
It's
people
just
where it's like
funny
nobody would be
because
filming that anyway.
Well, yeah,
the
I've had
line
to-
on the bottom of the sign says, ask me to tell you all the deets. And
Did they
I
at
would
least
be
put
the
his Venmo
only
on there?
person walking past a scene like this who would actually ask for the deets.
Mary
Like,
would
I
ask
would
for the
want to know.
deets.
I want to know the whole story.
Yeah. There's a 20 there.
Malls are already bad enough. Like my experience at malls is already so horrendous that I didn't
100%.
think it could get worse.
Not a fan of
Nate
malls?
said, I love confrontational, Brett.
You're welcome.
I don't know what
They
I
made
did to
you-
get him so confrontational. I thought it was
Motherfuckers just
riled
be
you up.
rude for no reason.
what? Because I said roller sports are a cesspool. I was including my sport in that.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
yeah, there you
all
go.
wheels.
Unbelievably reactionary.
Man, I was just reactionary. there.
Wow.
Oh man, I was on my I had my hackles up there. For a
Yeah.
I
second.
sent you another Walmart cringe, which I know you hate.
Oh, okay. These are the worst than anything. These are the worst of the cringe that Mary sent.
We're
So hold on.
Walmart guys.
Here we go.
Excuse me. Can I get some help over here? I had a question about something, if that's okay.
About me?
Huh?
Is it about me?
No. I just need something over here.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
I hate this guy. I hate this guy.
Already?
Yes. No, the guy who does these
Excuse
videos.
me. My friend just thought you were beautiful. He just want to see if he can get your number.
Like, these,
Really?
These people are
Better luck
menaces.
next time we try.
Yeah.
It gets worse, though, because
He was
she's
talking so good about you. I was
interested.
like, don't worry, I'll help you. He's too shy.
I'm about to say, as
Ma-
walk away, must be
Maybe you should go and ask for his number.
She's
I think he got a
actually
little
going to do
embarrassed 'cause your
it.
friend was here. Shoot, we tried, right?
sis.
Wait, I need to go. Let me see. Let me help him out. Let's go.
He's just harassing this guy.
She just wanted to see if she can get your number.
God, this is low tier.
What's your name? Joey. My name's Keely.
Come on.
Everyone mentioned I am.
Oh. And she just got all excited.
Stop it. This is cruel and unusual torture.
See, it is.
This is making me have physical pain.
See, Mary does this to me every day.
Oh.
Mary does this to me every day.
You're a brave man.
I saw a dude this morning. It was one of these Walmart videos, and the guy just smacked him back, and everybody went, "Thank you for doing God's work."
Yeah.
You're gonna think that even more with the next one.
The one I hate the most is when they go up, but the guys go in their ear, like, "Yeah, you should get smacked."
Oh yeah.
If you're like a content creator who makes this type of stuff, you should like work into your budget every year.
The FAFO budget.
Yeah.
Well, they often pick on boomers who like learned how to fight and know what
who
a
went to war.
disrespect is. Yeah, who learned, like, of course it's gonna happen, and every time it does, I'm like,
they should be taxed differently. There should be a tax bracket just for these people.
I can't stand these guys. I'm getting angry now. What do you got next?
All right, here we go.
This one is hello, cutie pie.
Oh, cutie pie.
Yeah. Some of these reactions are sweet and heartwarming.
There was one guy last week who actually like handled it pretty well.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe this one will.
You need to get the fuck away.
I thought I recognized the cutie patootie over here. I thought I recognized the cutie patootie over here.
Who's cutie patootie?
You.
Really?
How about me and you pick out a movie and head back to your place?
Okay.
What do you say?
No.
No?
Spit on my face, man.
Well, aren't you just a cutie patootie?
What's going on?
Well, aren't you just a cutie patootie?
Do I know you?
No, I'm just the guy who thinks you're handsome.
Oh, well, you run up on the wrong guy, bro.
That was probably the best handling of it right there.
Oh, hello, cutie pie.
I'm sorry?
Well, hello.
Look at the age difference where the younger person has to dig a headphone out of their ear to even hear him.
Cutie pie.
Thank you.
What in the world?
That one worked. He's just like, it's kind of like if you've ever seen the movie Wayne's World, whenever the guy says, "I love you, man," he says no, and then Garth finally says, "Thank you," and it gets him to stop.
It catches the guy off guard when you just take the compliment.
What is a cutie patootie like you doing standing around?
Shit, just living life.
Oh my goodness, this guy is single?
What are you talking about?
You single?
No.
Oh, that's your girl?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Is he just holding his phone like in front of his face?
Yes, there was the one where he says it's the guy, and then he pushes the phone in right there. He's lucky, dude didn't just slap it out.
I just grab it and run, be like, free phone.
Well, my take on it is there's levels to this shit. Ed Bassmaster does this effectively, and he does it incredibly. Because
yes, I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? But these are low-tier Ed Bassmaster impersonators, and I don't think they're getting there.
Let's skip to the next one.
All right, we got another one here.
Like you a lot.
Oh, I've seen this
one. When I get up calling ya, we can hear the angels calling us.
Okay, the best part is you can see his reflection dancing as he's doing it.
We can see the sun rising for us. And when I'm in that thing, I make that body say, I make it say, wee 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 wee. I make that fucking pussy wee wee.
You need a buzzer. This needs to be like with the Cringe compilations. How long can we last before you buzz out?
Okay.
I just buzzed out on that.
This one is pretty bad.
Okay.
That one got to you more than the Walmart one?
They're all getting to me.
If you're listening
Buzz,
right now, it's
I'm out.
Throwback to meeting Shawn Mendes.
Oh my god! Yes! Yes, my son! I have to run!
Yeah, I'm buzzing.
It's just the way that his face goes from like a smile to deep depression.
He's politely impressed for a second there, and then he's like, okay, this has gone too far.
Why am I being subjected to this?
Because this is what
I do.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. What you got?
I love
Come
Cringe.
on. Let's go.
This says airdropping pics to strangers as a squirrel.
They took this from us. We can't do this anymore.
Like one of these people is gonna get shot.
Of
Definitely,
course.
Like,
yeah.
And it will be righteously deserved.
This was another thing we lost with COVID. We lost 24-hour Walmart. We lost all-day McDonald's breakfast, and we lost permanently being able to airdrop everyone around you.
Hey Sam, I think you and I should go to Walmart tonight and just harass people and film it. What do you think?
For legal
especially
reasons,
like poor people that are like struggling through life.
It would do numbers. It would do numbers. You should do it.
Well, that's the other thing. Is like who were like it's the most innocent people. They're just trying to get through the freaking day.
No one goes to Walmart on purpose.
Yeah, they don't.
It's not.
I go to Walmart on purpose. I do.
Normal people don't go to Walmart.
I don't go to Walmart on purpose.
Only Brett does that.
I'm the only person who does that. I have no problem going to Walmart.
To shop or to people watch?
Not to people watch.
Oh, well, see, that's the only like valid reason to purposely go there. If you're just like, I
watch?
want a social experience right now. Like,
No, I'll go to. The last weekend I went to Target and Walmart on the same day.
Wow, man.
Both
it's like that for
day.
both teams.
Yeah.
Isn't
That's
it?
the American
kind of
dream.
illegal.
Probably. Somebody probably should have checked my ID at the door.
Yeah.
Okay, we got another one here. Here we go.
Yeah, top Blackiana Grande moments.
Yeah. Oh, please.
You know how people say like, oh, she thirsty, you know what I mean? I think it's so funny if you be like, nah, bitch, I'm quenched.
Now look, you can't go around here looking no pastries tonight. Okay.
I just meditated out of my body.
Yeah, I felt that too.
And you're alone.
Yeah.
Where the boo at?
Being supportive.
Being supportive?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
How long ago is that?
It's okay to be alone.
Not that long ago.
Right
She's
back. A
white
lot of people
now.
are talking about it,
Yeah.
and then you said, and I'm
Well,
gonna
yeah,
quote,
because people took my quote and made a headline out of it. I know what y'all do.
of course. Well, you said it. We gotta run with it.
No, they twist.
We're Mill for a second.
Girl.
What's the craziest? Has anyone said anything to you about Mac?
You know, I love my MAC lipstick. This is the MAC I'm here to talk
I
about
like
today,
the
girl.
meme that says like Ariana Grande went from looking like the girl who played the Little Mermaid to the girl who played the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm like, bitch, that's my cookie. That's my juice. Okay. Carry on.
This isn't cringe to me. This is just celebrities being celebrities.
Keep next. That's what this
I don't
is.
know. I've met too many white girls who talk like this for social media to think that's just a celebrity thing.
This is not in the same stratosphere as those Walmart videos.
I don't know.
which were
I
way
can
worse.
personally see Richie's life force like draining out of his ears.
I am seeing white
Okay,
noise.
we have
I'm seeing
one more.
This is static.
We
I
have
have
one
opted
more.
out of absorbing information.
What facial movement can help you become mogged?
Oh, mewing. Mewing. That's easy. That one's
Only
easy.
mewing can help. Question 3, who is always looking for his dad?
Turkish Wando Dingle.
Nose.
Again, fake? Probably. Doesn't matter. It's hilarious.
All of the comments were saying you don't deserve him. He's a real man.
There you go. Well, of course.
Green flag.
He's got all of the brain rot lingo mastered.
Exactly.
See, the mewing thing I actually like. You know,
Are you a
like-
mewer?
Well, when they do the face filter that gives everyone one eyebrow up, that is actually based. I quite like that. Of
course.
Can you give us your best mewing face?
No.
All right,
can
we're
mew.
gonna finish up reading these super
should
chats
do
and
it.
just hang out.
You're gonna hang out, guys.
Alex Makenbeds is engaged to the most beautiful woman. Said, "Guess what's new in my life? Can I get a shout out to Jasmine, the most beautiful woman in the world? Happy Thanksgiving from across the pond." Well, I guess he found love.
Too wholesome.
That's sweet.
No,
You're buzzing? Yeah, I'm
we
buzzing.
needed
Too
wholesome. We needed wholesome like that to counteract the cringe that just came through. Now we're back to a level playing field.
I don't think I'm going to recover from that cringe. I think I have stage 4 terminal cancer.
It's gonna walk with me to Thanksgiving.
I did laugh at the people in the chat who said like, "Who is Shawn Mendes?" It's so funny.
Really?
Who's Chapel Roan?
Yeah, like that's the.
What's
That's
I
why
didn't
they
know who
love
she
the-
was until recently. My wife had to
Really?
introduce her to me. I didn't know who she was.
What'd you think?
You a fan?
I'm neutral.
Not yet.
She's alright.
Big Dave sent
She's just
us.
like oh sorry.
No, go ahead.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say she's just like I guess raunchy Adele. Is that crazy? I don't know.
I mean, I don't really think of her as music. I think more of her outspokenness on issues that she just won't shut up and then gets mad when people have stuff to say.
Oh, I haven't seen any of that. I
about
just listened to the music.
Okay, yeah. Like basically
Yeah.
the idea is like she really wants people to leave her alone, but then needs to talk about how she needs people to leave her alone constantly. And it's this funny, like reciprocating environment that I find
But you
hilarious.
stan.
I stand.
You stand. Big Dave sent us 99 cents without a message. Thank you.
Thank
The
you.
legendary Golden Spork said, oh, I already read that one. BMF Nate Dogg said Brett wants ankle warmers for Christmas. Is that true?
No.
Should I get
like
you some
my
ankle
only
warmers?
thing there's like an $80 pair of sweatpants I will probably buy myself for Christmas because it's an absurd amount of money.
Why?
I would not
time
spend.
out. I'm gonna need
Wait,
to.
why do you need $80 sweatpants? What's so special about them?
That's the point. It's Christmas. I don't need them.
But what makes them $80?
I have no idea.
But why do you want them?
Because they fit really. It's the best cut I've seen out of a pair of sweatpants for somebody who's short like me.
I reckon you should get
Okay.
a life jacket, mate, for when somebody pushes you off a cliff.
The point
That's
being,
what I'll get you for
like
Christmas.
Christmas.
Thank you for the idea.
Christmas should be a time where I'm gonna buy because most of the time it's like
I'll get you the little floaties that go on your arms.
that's perfect. Oh, look, I can tread water. Okay, I wouldn't be able to make it very far if I had to swim a long distance.
Can't tread water in your rollerblades.
With boots
That's
on.
true.
Yeah.
I would not be able to.
Shane H. Wilder said, imagine being graded on a dance. As a Texan, I would pass. We are required to know how to two-step. I also know ballroom dancing. It was for a chick?
Oh,
he learned ballroom
things we
dancing
learned
for
for women. Either of you dancers?
My parents are really big into ballroom dancing. Yeah.
Ah, I can't tell if you're being serious.
No,
or
I'm
not.
serious.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm so dead ass.
That's nice.
Dancer?
I'm a professional dancer. I just use a skateboard while I do it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the great thing is like a lot of the flatland stuff is basically just really, really intricate dance.
Dude, what are we doing? We're recording these tricks and putting it to music. It's a dance.
It is in a lot of ways.
I never thought about it like that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was trying to explain to Mary like the process behind filming a section, and it's you kind of if you spend your whole life operating within the confines of the sport and the people that know the sport, explaining it then to people who don't automatically get it because they're not part of it, it kind of doesn't really make any.
That's why you don't.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Well, you have to. Well,
I'm a
sometimes
lost
you have to.
cause.
Sometimes you have to try, right?
No.
Like,
You don't
skate, Mary?
No, I'm not a skater.
It's like
Coming soon
yeah.
to Boonies HQ.
Like,
Mary, did you ever like roll on any have you ridden a bicycle?
Roll on any surface.
She's never ridden a bike.
Okay.
No, I have not.
Can we drop the smart car in on a ramp?
You can't even
No.
ride a bike? You never got past the training wheels?
No.
Oh my goodness. Is this
No.
true, Brett?
It
is true.
She told
It
me
is
early.
true.
I was like,
I've seen your little car. You can drive that.
Yes.
I was like, I told her one time, like, let's just go outside. Like, there's a bike outside. Let's
I
just
don't want
put her
you
on
to
the
teach
bike
me
and,
how to ride a
and ride the bike.
bike.
No, here's the thing. Just like learning how to swim when you're older, it just kind of comes naturally because you figured out how to move. I think you would just do it.
We keep coming back to swimming. You really triggered.
No, I'm trying
with
to
the-
draw a
Ballsy, mate, there's a
I'm
lot of water
trying
over
to
there.
draw a comparison to two things that you normally learn how to do as a kid,
just
and
sounds
then
like
learn
you're
how to do
scared,
as
huh?
adults.
There's two things you learn how to do when you're a kid, and that's swim and eat a cherry roll.
Exactly.
And she
So
couldn't
I
even do
think-
that. She didn't like the coconut.
I think if
Yeah.
you just got on a bike right now, you'd just do it without even thinking about it.
Yeah, of course.
No, I would fall and embarrass
I think
myself.
I think you would get it.
It'd be great content.
I have too big of an ego to try. That's my problem.
Really?
I mean, I definitely don't want to eat shit on pavement. That doesn't
Well, you
sound
don't have to
nice.
go film it. You just
Yeah,
go.
you
I
do
don't
it.
know, but I don't
Yes,
want
you
to
do.
do that in general.
Actually, yeah, that is
No, we
kind
have
of
to film it.
kind of true. It's like
Right.
if it's something you put off this long, you have
Yeah.
to turn it
It's
into
gonna be
content.
like
Has
the
to be a
biggest
thing.
video on the Boonies channel. It's like Mary eats shit trying to ride a bike. Like, no. Jewish AF of God's Army said Thanksgiving is an optional liturgical holiday. Okay, I wasn't aware of that.
I don't understand the connection.
I don't think I'm going to make it to church on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Pop Culture Junkie said this just hit the wire. Amazon Prime versus Netflix. Mr. Beast game show arrives December 19th. Squid Game Season 2 drops 1 week later.
I mean, that's kind of funny considering Mr. Beast's biggest video of all time is the recreation of Squid Games that he made. So
Yeah, he made them
I'm guilty.
famous.
I did watch that one.
he did, whether people like it or not, he did kind of win. Okay? He's doing fine. The videos are doing fine. There's absolutely, like, he's not losing any money in his empire of stuff.
Are you
He just kind of-
inspecting or?
Yeah, did you guys
Cash?
ever notice that Andrew Jackson is Jeffrey Epstein?
I don't see the resemblance personally. I don't see it.
Well, who's in your pocket?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Marcos said, happy Thanksgiving.
And to you as well.
You as well. Surenko Productions said, I'll be having my homemade pumpkin pie and tiramisu for Thanksgiving. Both recipes on my channel and pics on X. Shameless plug over. That sounds delicious.
Okay.
Shine H. Wilder said, as attorney meme general, I want to go on the record. As a person on the right, I have nothing to do with the bad memes. Make memes great again.
He only makes
we
good
appreciate
memes.
your
He only
efforts.
makes good memes.
Yeah, there's been a fall from grace. Rhaegar Targaryen said, PSA, Thanksgiving is literally a religious holiday.
Again, I'm not religious, so I don't understand the connotation. What is
I was never informed that Thanksgiving was a religious holiday, and I am religious, so I have no idea. Shane H. Wilder said, I think men have forgotten that we are supposed to show our love by doing things like being the head of a household, not shouting it on X. This is probably from when we were talking about the Wifejak memes earlier in the show.
I mean, there's just a gap right now, and like look at what they talk about when they talk about trad wives, right? Like the idea of what a trad wife is vastly different than what the image is when it's portrayed on a woman's Instagram account. It's just that everything is turned into content now, as we said.
Right.
Okay, you're saying that the trad-pilled women are just doing it for the image?
I'm saying that there has to at least be a conversation about once it's monetized and the aesthetic matters more than the actual notion of the thing to begin with, that plays a role.
Well, you know, but I get it that they're trying to bring something back that might have been extinguished.
I don't even know if I believe or give people the benefit of the doubt that they're doing it for any type of virtuous reasons because they see it as something good for society. I think that most people are looking for their niche or niche, depending on how you pronounce it.
It's niche.
And those people have just found their way to that. Now, certainly some of them might agree that it's a good thing for society. But let's face it, are they thinking about that on a regular basis, or are they thinking about what their next piece of content is going to look
You're
like?
saying like alternative content.
Yeah.
Aiming at that.
Yeah, you couldn't have like an actual official trad wife. Yeah, she didn't have Instagram. She was
actually
running the show in the 1950s.
Like the actual trad wives don't have the Instagram profile portraying trad life. Woohoo! That's a crisis part.
Dance
every $100.
Oh, nice.
Dance.
Eat the cat. 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 Eating the dogs. Eating the dogs.
People keep asking if it's Eek the cat. No, it's not Eek the cat.
Oh, I remember Eek the cat.
Yeah, it's not Eek the cat in this case though. It's Eek
He was a very emasculated figure. Don't you remember? Was he married to a heifer?
Before my time, right? When was this?
Oh, he doesn't even know Eek the cat. Who brought up Eek the cat?
Brett did.
No, I'm saying people in the chat keep asking if he's saying Eek the cat in this conversation in that.
See, this is another example of emasculated male figures in popular culture. Eek was extremely.
You never watched any of these cartoons, but I do recognize
No, I did not have cable growing up.
DCNC had a question for Phil. What's with the purple merch brand deal? We'll have to ask Phil when he's back.
Yeah.
V Wit said, oh, I think I already read these. DCNC, interview Violet and see how she was recruited. I don't want to interview a current OnlyFans prostitute.
Why not? You got some kind of moral problem with that?
Doing OnlyFans. Yes, I do. She's a nice girl and everything, but I don't want to platform and promote her. Wyatt Kaldenberg.
But yet Epstein you have no problem with.
Right. I'm such a hypocrite. Wyatt Kaldenberg said 777 is the angel number. Are you guys doing anything for episode 777? Also, berry pies are the best. Meat pies are great. Turkey pie for Thanksgiving leftovers?
We didn't even think of adding berry pies to that list.
They're not as relevant.
Oh, yeah. Did we ask them?
Yeah, what is the best Thanksgiving pie of these three? Pecan pie, apple pie, pumpkin pie.
I can tell you that a squirrel's favorite nut is a pecan. They will go for a pecan over anything. So I'm going to vote pecan just in solidarity with squirrels and with Mr. Peanut. Yes. Why did they name him Peanut when he should have been pecan?
Thoughts? Pie of choice?
Well, until Richie spoke, I was going to say apple, but that was a...
It's got to be pecan.
Yeah, that was a good argument.
Apple.
Well, we're on the losing team, unfortunately.
What was the
today.
voted?
Pumpkin's at the top.
Right now, pumpkin is at the top with 46%, and it's sat there consistently since the beginning of the.
It's just so mushy.
It's just because it's the easy one.
Are we doing anything for episode 777?
Never even thought about it until this point, right? Is there? Did you know
what we're gonna do? We're gonna forgive each other.
Did you know that about the angel number?
I've heard of angel numbers. It's just 3 repeated numbers.
Okay, so 666.
We've
is
done
just
that
a not
before.
Good angel number.
Yeah, I liked our little episode 666 theme.
Yeah.
Is it all numbers? I thought it was just 7 because it's like the number of perfection, right?
Any repeated number, I guess. They all have different supposed meanings.
Okay.
I'm not into all the astrology crystal stuff though.
You're not?
But you're a girl.
That's really great. I like that about you.
Well, I'm forbidden from doing so because I'm Catholic, so.
Oh, I see.
But it is all real and evil. Goofer Trooper said the Emperor protects and praise be to Space King.
Thank you, Goofer Trooper.
James Munguia said, thank you, Phil, for joining today's pop culture show.
We will pass that on to him.
Yeah, we will.
In my mind, he turns the show on to listen to us as soon as he leaves.
Shane H. Wilder said, everyone chill. Christ already won. Quit worrying. I don't know what that was referencing, but agree. Jared M. This was a $20 super chat. I totally forgot to read that. He said, Phil, thanks for the song Not Alone. It reminds me of my wife every time I play it.
We will pass that on to him, and we're sorry we missed that one.
So sorry. DCNC said, put PCC Reddit on blast. Shane's vid.
Oh, I could play it, actually. I could...
the 50s era?
50s era video. Yeah, I could do that.
Greg Duvier said, taxation is theft. Told you I can't spell. Yeah, it's theft, not thref. Nate said I already read that one. Rhaegar Targaryen said, I love that Mary says pecan like she's country.
Here we go.
I'm not country.
Let's watch this video here. So it's going to be, actually, let me, I'm going to make it, we're going to watch it not full screen.
I liked the title card that he came up with.
Yeah.
I thought it was very appropriate to the era.
Here we go.
This is so loud.
Yep.
Live from the Timcast Studios in beautiful downtown Freedomistan. It's Pop Culture Crisis.
He did not screw up the aspect ratio. It's just off because that's how display capture is. So that's our aspect ratio. Do not give Shane crap for that.
And now,
it's a little
here are your hosts, Brett and Mary.
What is going on, everybody? It is episode 734 of Pop Culture Crisis.
I want to die already.
On this Friday
having to see
afternoon,
myself
I want to say hello to you all, and to my co-host. Introduce yourself.
Well, what year is it?
Hi,
it's the 40s,
Crisis
right?
Actors.
50s.
It's Mary.
A lot of people died in the 50s.
struggling for
She's
a
having
lot
a
of
rough one.
reasons. It's really cold outside. I literally saw actual snowflakes this morning.
I'm an actual
and I was just like,
snowflake.
I'm done. Like, I'm done for the day. I'm out of commission. Happy Friday.
Yeah. She wants to take a snow day even though there's no snow on the ground.
And then Brett does what he always does.
We should have a
where he's
laugh
like,
track.
Oh, it's so hot in here. I'm dying. And then you turn down the temperature in the studio. And I'm freezing, which is why...
No.
It was like 60 degrees in the studio when I got in here today. I'm like, this is amazing.
See, this
Mary's
is just
gonna hate
proof
it.
of you terrorizing me.
So I got in today, and the air was on, and it was 60 in here, and I was like, it's a little chilly, but I love it. But I knew that you would hate it, so I turned the heat on, and it went all the way back up to the mid-70s. Now
That's
I'm
perfect.
dying, and you're still in a hoodie.
I actually feel like I live in my apartment is just a sauna now. Like,
It's true.
I've just been raising the temperature. It's probably going to cost me so much money, but I think it's healthy. I'm like making my apartment into a little terrarium.
Brett and Mary will be right back after a word from our sponsor, Cast Brew Coffee.
How did you do
Born
the
with a
voice?
desire for a bold coffee
Yeah,
and a need to build
must be
companies
AI,
that support
right?
American values. Cast Brew Coffee was built to provide an alternative to the faceless corporate ecosystem and to foster a parallel economy that supports freedom. We at Pop Culture Crisis think you'll like it. So try Cast Brew Coffee today.
Okay.
I heard there's a Black Friday deal.
There is. Look, the voice was great. I wonder if it must have just been AI.
Yeah, it's
getting
scarily
scary.
convincing.
Yeah.
I heard your apartment's a terrarium, which by
'Cause I'm a
extension
lizard.
makes you a reptilian.
Or
Yes.
Got there ahead of me.
turtle.
I'm a lizard
She could be a
person.
turtle.
What all?
A turtle.
We have a secret language.
BMF Nate Dogg said, hey, Phil. We'll tell him you said hi.
We will.
Shane H. Wilder said, growing up in the desert, we only had a fake tree. A real tree would be dead within a week if you could find one. Avoid frocked ones. They're messy.
Do you guys
Watch your language.
do you guys go get Christmas trees every year, or do you have like a fake
Did
tree?
you say eat Christmas
Yes, we
trees?
do.
Get Christmas trees.
No, we
Oh.
eat Christmas trees.
You
It's
cut-
a Korean tradition.
Makes perfect sense.
It is a Korean tradition.
And then the
We do that there.
and then like the pine needles fall down on the bottom of the
No,
plate.
it's like corn. It goes straight through you.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
You don't eat Christmas trees?
No.
That must be an Australian.
I just eat
this guy.
I just eat the gifts because I don't want the gifts, so I just eat them instead.
Oh.
Well,
you're
Nate Nate said boo Phil with a thumbs down emoji. I'm not going to tell him
I
he
won't
said
stand
that.
for that.
Oh, just kidding, heart emoji. Okay.
Oh.
Everything's fine.
It was an elaborate troll.
DCNC
I'm the fool.
DCNC said Edinburgh and then Edinburgh.
Yeah, I pronounced it wrong to them.
Oh.
Right.
I don't even remember that.
You've not been to Edinburgh? I've neither been to Edinburgh.
Mary does a pretty good British
Wait, what?
accent.
Oh, it's not British, mate. It's Scottish. Jesus Christ.
Not when I'm under pressure.
Well, you're under pressure from the Scottish right now.
My favorite
That's really
part
good.
of my favorite part of watching the old Tom Clancy movies is seeing like Britain versus Scotland stuff, or Britain and Ireland, and they're like talking about the politics of the time, and it's kind of refreshing to look at something from decades before I was politically active because I was too young to care about it. And I wonder what it'll be like in 30 years when we have to watch movies, rewatch movies from this time period, if I'll rewatch Argo or Zero Dark 30 with the same kind
In
of...
30 years, England will not exist.
Not anymore? Where's it going to go?
Not after Brexit.
We got a 20 from Nate. Mary is a cave salamander confirmed.
Yes, you know what? I'm going to have to agree with him.
Yeah.
You're a little salamandery. It's not a bad thing.
Thank you
Yeah.
for that.
Who doesn't like salamanders?
I feel like it has a negative connotation.
Brett, do you not like salamanders?
I have no opinion whatsoever on salamanders.
It's a pretty neutral ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Salamanders are great. They're,
I
they're
think
amphibious.
that one of the keys to a long life is to only have strong opinions when you absolutely have to have them. One of the problems with the internet is everybody has to have strong opinions about literally everything.
That's
99% of things I have almost no opinion on.
But salamanders.
But salamanders would be one of them. I don't have an opinion on
I've
salamanders.
got lots of opinions about salamanders. A cave salamander specifically.
It's like when talking to people about snakes or Rottweilers or
what?
Like one or the other?
Like specific
if you had to
dogs.
pick one to go away forever?
Like specific dogs, people
Would it
have.
be snakes
I am
or
anti-pit
Rottweilers?
bull.
And so pit bulls are something people have strong opinions on. Snakes
That's
are something people
racist.
have strong opinions on about
Yeah.
what it means to have them as a pet.
We're not even going to get into the pit bull discussion on YouTube.
Yeah.
Professor
I want to.
Freakoff. I want to as well. Professor Freakoff said women love the I could kill you but I won't vibe.
Yeah, that's what Phil was
Basically
talking
what Phil
about.
was saying. That's why women like Twilight. Not that Jon Stewart. Wait, what? Did you have a take on Twilight?
No, I was just thinking about like whether or not the Rottweilers have bees in their mouths, and when they bark, do they shoot bees at you?
What?
Never mind.
Okay. Not that Jon Stewart said cream purchased to be whipped and sweetened soon.
For pies.
Okay.
Yeah.
High Voltage 75 said Mary's candy review. Thanks, I hate it. Well, thank you for giving us the candy. That was nice.
Oh
of you.
yeah,
You know,
it was good, right?
It was,
Yeah, it was
yours.
good. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of coconut. It's one of my least favorite things. But
Do
the
you
rest
have
of it was
do you have
fine.
a preferred candy?
Me?
Do you eat a lot of candy?
I don't really eat a lot of
You don't, like,
candy.
eat a lot
I'm
of
not a
candy.
child.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have a
Yeah,
preferred candy?
Mary
I'll get
feels
you
the same
whatever
way
you
about
want.
candy as she does about cereal, which is that you shouldn't eat it if you're an adult.
It's for children. DC&C said if you hate on Sherry Ripe, it's unsubscribe time.
There we go. That's my.
Amen.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for sticking up for what's right.
Fine. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Nate, DC&C said Fruit Booter has meltdown live on air.
He kind of did.
Fruit booter who can't swim.
Yeah, kid definitely can't swim.
We'll change the title to that.
He just skates off into the ocean and just dies.
Shane H. Wilder said, Mary,
Viking
it's
funeral.
Thanksgiving, not Cringemas. It was Merry Cringemas today. Zach said, love you guys. Brett, can you play the SpongeBob clip I sent you on Twix? Pretty please? We can't play SpongeBob,
No, we'll
though.
get copyrighted.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what it is, but sorry. Jesse Saxon said, Trad L box with black coffee, boss AF, drunk college gals, real cat collars en masse. I have no idea.
I would need some type
what
of
any of that means.
Yeah, that was.
I would need like a key to like decode
Yeah, that
what
definitely
meant.
felt like
And
code.
To think if you just sent $5 more
Wait,
than you did, you'd have the character
what he's
limit.
saying is that the drunk college girls are the ones that are actually doing the catcalling?
Do women catcall men? Have any of you been
Yes.
catcalled before?
No, I've seen women catcall women.
Oh, okay. But not men.
No.
Have any of you been catcalled by a woman?
I got catcalled by a truck full of Mexican laborers because I look quite feminine from behind.
Oh,
it was
I
great.
see.
I saw the
They
other
loved
guy.
your luscious hair.
Yeah, and then I see that you go, He's punching him in. Like, once I turn around and I saw my mustache, he's punching the other guy.
Like, damn, should have waited.
No, it was great, man. They came by, they go, hola, chica.
So,
That bro
so in
sus.
other words, face card was declined.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This has happened a few times.
That was AO.
Yeah.
That's when if you're that guy, you gotta double down on it.
Yeah.
You gotta
Oh, yeah.
commit
You
to the
can't.
bit.
You can't play out of it. Otherwise, you're just gonna make it worse.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's like when if somebody gives you a nickname you really hate, you have to pretend that you like it because the nickname you like never sticks.
So I love being called Cave Salamander.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
It's my favorite.
Why? What's your kryptonite here, Brett? I can sense something.
About what?
You have a nickname in high
I know
school
what
that you
it
didn't
is.
like.
I don't know if I ever had any nickname.
Brett with one T.
Oh yeah, Brett with one T is awful, but that's not really something that you can catcall me with unless you're gonna say, "Hey, Brett with one T."
Yeah.
That-
Or Brent.
Yeah.
Brett with one T,
Yeah.
one testosterone
Well,
molecule.
Brett with one T is just not a real name.
Oh,
It's not.
That's
It
funny
shouldn't
because
be.
I get upset when they put a T in my name, so maybe we can trade.
In your first name.
Before the C?
People put it
Yeah.
in. You know, it's Lionel Richie is who did it.
Yeah, and
That's so bizarre.
there's actors like Richie Costner or whatever his name, whose name I always whenever I would like come across it in movies, it's like, oh, it's got a T in there and it looked weird.
There's a Richie Costner.
It's like something I'll have to look at.
How does he compare to Kevin in terms of cultural
I don't think it's
influence?
spelled the same.
They're
I think it's,
related, actually.
Oh, there you go, Nepo baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zach
Mary
said...
just made that up.
No.
Mary's just the fake news.
Zach said, tried sending a 20 for the last 15 minutes and YouTube won't let me for some reason.
Well, your card declined, sir.
It's Richie Costa.
It's either that or we're being suppressed
Yeah.
by YouTube.
Could be.
DC&C said, hey, Richie, a little reminder of home. And then I don't even know what this emoji is.
Let me see. What was it?
An alpaca, maybe?
Oh, so you're not recognizing Australian animals. It must
What?
be a kangaroo.
No, it's not a kangaroo. That's for sure.
The animal. Oh, that's a sheep. So he's actually referencing New Zealand.
Oh.
There are more sheep than people in New Zealand, and that's what he's doing there.
See, there's
Thank you. I missed them romantically. And,
there's Richie Coster. He was in The Dark Knight. He played one of the mobsters in the Dark Knight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Shane H. Wilder said, Richie, after the cringe, I'm never going to financially recover from this.
Yeah.
Welcome to our world, Richie. Welcome to
100%.
our world.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I mean, most of the time it rolls. Piss jugs definitely hurt me for a period of time, and then anything with Walmart and that guy.
Yeah,
is the worst.
we should probably explain that one of the cringe of the day
Piss
videos
jugs.
was a man drinking his own piss.
Are you saying there's jugs full of piss around here?
Bear Grylls?
Where?
Not
It was
around
not
here.
Bear- it
You'll
was
have
not
to
Bear
make one
Grylls.
yourself.
Damn it.
DCNC said, Mares, ask Richie to rate your Aussie/Kiwi accent.
Oh, who's going to step up?
No, he wants you to do it. He wants you.
No, I'll get eviscerated. I don't want to try it
Do
right
it.
now. No!
Come on,
It's
do
either
it.
There, she just did it. That's 10 out of 10.
There's a great video of a guy. It says like, it's that guy who makes he always wears the suit and says how to talk to women, and it's just a guy in like a.
That's
white-
Churdley's. That's my buddy.
Is it?
Yeah.
And he has one. He says how to get an Australian person to say no,
Hmm.
and he says no, and she goes nar. He goes no, 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 and they just go back and forth. And that's
Nice.
Nar.
You know Rich
There's
has
an E
been
at the
in a
end.
Churdley's video, yeah?
Was it?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You want to pull that up?
If somebody can send me the link.
don't
Okay,
know the
it's
link.
called, just Churdley's Richie Jackson.
Somebody. Okay, I can.
It's
see
a bit
it.
of fun. It's really long, though. We probably don't want to eat
Yeah.
up the time.
Well, okay. We'll come back.
We have 15 minutes left
Okay.
before we call it. V-Wit said, sorry, had to stop watching Cringe. My brain couldn't take it anymore and watch Gangnam Style 3 times. I'm back now. What did I miss?
Oh, the national anthem of my people?
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Do you like the song?
No.
I do
No?
love the compilations of him coming out of the stage, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's
that's
like
a
whole
good one.
compilations where
He
he's
jumps,
like,
right? Like
he's like,
launches?
so he's on like a platform and he's sitting there. He
Yeah.
looks like he just did a superhero landing, and then he motions to the guy that shoots him up in the air and he jumps. And I'm like, I wonder if he ever falls. Like,
Pop culture crisis quiz. So, Gangnam Style was the #1 video on YouTube for 2 years. Which video eclipsed it?
Oh, actually, I knew this at one point. Now I don't. Damn it! What is it?
Well, it's hard to hold a candle in a cold November rain.
Can you send it? Let's see if we can pull it up and watch it.
It was November Rain.
Yeah.
But wouldn't we get copyright
Probably.
claimed for that too?
Oh yeah, probably for
20
my,
there.
my spot on.
The
Axl
Manic
Rose.
Mustache said, question for the Skater Bros. If you had a red battle panda as your child's post-apocalyptic battle steed, what would you name him and why? Follow-up question, why do you love soup and why is it corn chowder? Stay toxic, my friends.
So before
Can we get
answer
some people
that,
over to that person's house to help them?
before we answer that question, I have to ask. So, is there Is there a reason why a Guns N' Roses song, like, was it just always kind of nipping on the heels of that song, or did it like end up in a movie and then hit a bunch of new popularity?
No, it's just it's the strength of the actual creation itself.
Well, yeah,
the song is that good, the music video is that good,
and it's been on there for 14 years.
Yeah, and I'm just so happy that we won against
against me,
the Korean.
Yeah.
He reminds him every day. He just sends him a link to the song.
That was the Korean one.
We beat you.
But what would you name your battle pandas?
Okay, my battle pandas are named Seek Help and Immediately.
Yeah, what is the suicide hotline again?
Yeah, I don't know really what a battle
What's
panda
a battle
is.
panda? All I can think is Kung Fu Panda.
All I know is this guy is
Culturally
he's
relevant.
breeding battle pandas.
Stop
right now.
Get some help.
Yeah. Edmundo Jr. Petruciello said, Mary, don't feel too bad. I can't ride a bike or swim. My parents were too busy arguing to teach me. Happy Yanksgiving PCC. Praise be to apple pie.
Oh, that's the saddest thing I've ever heard. How beautiful.
I do prefer apple pie. And actually, before I started skating, I actually did BMX because of the movie Rad.
Rad?
Did you ever see Rad?
Never saw Rad.
With Bill Allen and Lori Loughlin. It was like an 80s BMX movie.
Were you
In fact,
good?
what?
Were you good?
I was not.
I would have gotten into BMX if I
Yeah.
saw that, I'm sure.
You would like, and the best part is like all the stunts were done by like the same guy, and there's like a girl in the movie, so you can very clearly
wearing a
tell
wig?
he's just wearing a wig.
That's
I mean,
sick.
it was 80s hair, so his hair was
Yeah.
already kind of that length anyways.
Respect, that's sick.
But it's like Ed Fiola or something like that. And there's these shots that are supposed to be of Lori Loughlin, who has a very feminine frame. And I'm like, that's a dude. Okay, when I was like 10 years old, I probably couldn't tell the difference, but now you look at it very clearly. And
She's 2 feet taller.
and Mary's actually kind of wearing like a shirt that looks like the shirt that Lori Loughlin wore when they do the BMX dance scene
With the
in the
shoulder?
school. Yeah, with the shoulders, the shoulder pads in that. If I could pull it up, you'd be able to tell. But I do recommend, if you haven't seen the movie Rad with Bill Allen, Lori Loughlin, Talia Shire, rumor has it that apparently Talia Shire, who produced the movie, hated the movie so much that she bought the rights to it so that nobody could have it. But then it was like she sold it in the last 10 years to like a streaming service, so now you can see it places.
Brutal.
But it's a masterpiece, and everybody should watch it.
Plot twist. Rad only exists in Brett's head.
Nope.
It's all made up.
Rad is Brett's imaginary
No,
friend.
because you can go listen to the amazing soundtrack from Hal Needham right now on YouTube.
It's like Calvin and Hobbes. It only exists.
Yes,
once
Brett.
everyone's out
I've
of the
seen it.
room.
Brad is very cool.
Great
They ride
movie.
bikes.
Love it.
It became such a cultural
See, he's still
phenomenon for BMXers that they have they rebuild the main, like it was like an or like a BMX race at the end on like this crazy course, and they rebuild it in the town in Canada every year.
I'm sure they
on
do.
the anniversary.
And then what happens?
This is mean. This is his show. Everybody back off.
I will. Somebody in the chat can confirm. Somebody in the chat can confirm. I am not wrong here.
V-Wit said she turned me into a newt. I got better.
Oh, that's to do with the salamander.
Newts are
a newt,
sick.
A newt is
Yeah.
closely related to a salamander.
Are they not salamanders?
Newts are different.
My fault.
Shane H. Wilder said best chocolate is Ferrero Rocher, and
Wrong.
I'm not just saying that because it's a Catholic chocolate.
Wrong opinion.
It's named after the grotto in Lourdes. I did not know that, but they're not that good.
They're overpriced. They look silly. They're always in the aisle when you're checking out. Who
Lindor's the
cares?
best. Zach said salamanders are awesome and cute. Coconut sucks, and this sailor/biker looking guy should replace Ian on IRL. He's hilarious. Also, it's me singing at the end of the SpongeBob pizza song
Oh, wow.
in the video he sent you, I guess.
I'll take the compliment. We've talked about me replacing
Still
Ian for a
sounds
while
talking
now.
about me.
dicey from a copyright perspective.
I mean, I don't know how far down I would have to go to find
Have you
it,
been on
so-
IRL, by the way, Richie?
Me? No, I did Culture Warp.
Oh, okay.
IRL, I've never actually bitten off.
Nate said, bro said I miss them romantically.
Oh, he caught it.
Zach said it's only 15 seconds with no copyrighted audio. Please. Okay, I'm done. We have 9 minutes left.
My timeline is like I don't have the link.
We'll do this next time when we're back from Thanksgiving, though.
Guys, I really like this show, by the way. This is
great.
This is really
You guys are
fun.
killing
Really? Why?
I don't know.
Because they enjoy making fun of us.
That's correct. That's what he said.
You let us get away with a lot. It's true.
We have a 20 from Zach.
We're gonna put buzzers in the seats, and every time they make fun of me, I'm gonna set the buzzer and I'm gonna electrocute.
I'm okay with that. It will not change anything.
Zach said, "Hope
He's
this
like, "Joke's
triggers
on you,
the
I'm into
10th
that shit."
crisis
Yeah,
party."
hell yeah.
Did that trigger the 10th crisis party?
Not yet.
Okay, we're like,
oh no, it caught up. Yeah, it did.
okay, that'll
Yep.
be
It will be
any
shortly.
moment now.
Yep.
Rhaegar Targaryen said, "Okay, the tism has been triggered. What is the origin of Thanksgiving? Who is originally being thanked, and why were they thanking garden gnomes?"
Yeah, I think he's right. It was a garden gnome.
Gnomes.
Yeah, garden gnomes. Yeah, I think it was that's the origin of it. That's where garden gnomes come from.
Okay. Nate said, "Again, we will miss you, gang."
Yeah, because we'll be off air for the rest of the
Well,
week.
I miss my family more, so bye. DCNC
Damn.
said, "Feels good to have Korea off the hook for the dog consumption."
Yeah, that's true.
Let's
Fighting
go.
words.
Thank you.
You said that verbatim like a month ago.
What?
You said,
"Oh yeah,
it's
yeah."
really good to have-
I know. I was like, we really, the Stop Asian Hate, and then this one really got us
Right.
off the hook. We're back into neutral territory.
That's good shit.
Cornell
Love it.
said, "How do we get Mary on a scooter for Boonies HQ?"
Easily.
Scooter
You
is easier
Venmo
than
me
bike,
$25 and it happens.
You never even rode a scooter?
I have.
Right. There
Oh.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah, just not a bike.
Yeah, the bike is a harder thing to master.
Shane H. Wilder said, "Checked the USCCB. Thanksgiving is not on the list." Okay, I'm vindicated. It's not a religious holiday. Boom.
You should start with the Onyx. That's the easiest bike to learn.
Oh my goodness, you wrote it.
There's the 10th
Shut up.
party.
There it is, guys. Thank you. Put a girl on.
Dogs are eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're
Eating the cats, eat the cat, eat the cat. Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
The Harsh Truth said BMX Bandits was good too.
Only saw it once. Again, like all the movies that I liked growing up, I was pretty like I would find movies that I really, really enjoyed and watch them 1,000 times. I didn't like see everything.
You liked E.T. because it was a story of like a kid finding his only friend who came from outer
Teenage
space.
Mutant Ninja Turtles was more my speed.
TMNT?
The original one.
Okay, name all of them.
All of the turtles.
Name 5
Just
songs.
because you asked, I will not.
Name 5 songs.
Donatello.
Nope. Not real.
Michelangelo.
No. These
Leonardo.
those aren't real. They made those up just for the movie. That's not what actually was done in the comics. It was different character names.
I heard they were based on like artists from the past or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that too. Kellen said Sam's rocking that Tobey Maguire her.
Yeah, it's true.
Is that on purpose?
No.
Your
this is
inspiration?
just-
He was disallowed.
I've already
hat.
been
Zach.
roasted for this hair multiple times this week.
Zach said, "I DM'd it to you, Brett." Whoa, I did it. Dance. We're not watching the video today, okay? Hope you're okay with that.
Brett can't name all the Ninja Turtles.
But if you donate $100,
The Manic Mustache said, "As a man that has been with his mustache since the 3rd grade, my mustache wants to know what kind of wax you use, or is it purely maniacal thoughts?"
did he say 3rd grade?
Yeah, I guess he grew a
So
mustache
it's called
in
the
3rd grade.
Bearded Bastard, and they're out of Austin, Texas, and they are the best, bar none, mustache wax in the universe. It's extremely. You have to. If it's a cold day, you got to warm it up with a hairdryer. It's the hardest hold. And the Bearded Bastard, again, that name again, the Bearded Bastard.
Are you paid?
Nope.
Kind of feels like it.
should be.
I imagine like a paid advertisement
Yeah.
logo shows
Yeah.
up on the bottom of the screen.
Black Friday code.
No, it's a good name. It's a good name.
DCNC said a cringe marathon with buzzers for tapping out is a classy idea, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
Zach said, "Gonna miss you guys." Wait, what was the rest of that? Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
I mean, the thing is, like, there would have to be a reward for staying.
Yeah.
Like, for tapping out, because I would just
Right.
tap out right away to
Right.
get the hell out of it.
Right.
Yeah,
Maybe
what
like
would-
a Nerf thing that I can just like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know if they'd allow that on YouTube. That'd
How
probably
about
make
that?
it
How about
orange
that?
and I can-
If you tap out, you get shot in the face.
Yeah, I like that. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fear.
That's actually good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah.
Shane H. Wilder said, "I think you missed my chat that the voice was AI and I then edited with a resonant filter to sound old. The Casper read is straight from the Casper website. It's all good. I forgive you." I did not see that. I'm sorry about missing your chat.
Okay.
V-Wit said, wait, what is this? Iki? Is that how it's said? I don't even know what this is.
Just read it however you imagine it sounds.
Iki.
This is an incantation.
Tang.
You know who you're summoning right now.
Zoom. Boing. I don't know what that means. DCNC said Richie finished
We're
the
in for it
lyrics.
now.
Raphael is cool but rude. Michelangelo is a...
I've got this. Read it to me again.
Raphael is cool but rude. Michelangelo is a...
Party dude.
Yeah.
Oh, you cheated.
Yeah, thank you, Brett.
See, they're mean to me and I help them out. That's what this is right now.
They're mean to me.
Mutually beneficial.
Exactly.
Was V Wit last?
Donatello does machines. I know that.
He just said "neh." Not sure what that's supposed to mean. We are all caught up on the super chats now.
All right, guys. Big things going on. Like, do you guys have anything else coming out soon?
No, we have absolutely nothing in the pipeline, and we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we're all going to die soon.
Well, I mean, that's how we do these types of things. We ask people if they're doing anything, and then we hope that that's what they say.
Nothing coming down the pipipeline.
Yeah,
nothing
we're
to be
cooked.
expected.
What's the next thing coming out?
We are doing daily uploads on Boonies HQ. Mike and Johnny are killing it daily. And
I've got some chicken left over at home that I might eat later.
Yeah. We'll be live streaming that.
Oh, are you going to live stream him eating chicken?
Yeah.
That would be good. Yeah. That'd be good.
Fisheye
content.
angle, real low, up in his grill. It's going to be awesome.
0.3.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, guys. Before we go, would you hit the like button on this video, please, and subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed already? Please remember, we will be off air for the rest of the week, so we will have clips coming out for the remainder of that period, 8 a.m. and noon. So please go and check those clips out. It is the best way to help the show grow in the interim. So thank you guys so much for that. And Richie, you guys, thank you so much.
Hey, it was a pleasure. Thank you guys.
Where can we find you?
Where can you find me? Well, I don't know. I'll be in the woods tonight somewhere about 5 nautical miles north of here. Got a couple of things got to bury, but we'll
how about
update
online?
that
Where can they
situation as
find
it
you?
comes. Well, online? I've got Instagram on my phone.
Yeah, let everybody know what that
chronically
is.
online.
I am
chronically online.
The Feech. TheFeatch on Instagram. Thank you very much.
Sam.
I am on Instagram at Harley David Sam, all one word, and you can catch up with all things Boonie at Boonies HQ on Instagram and YouTube.
Perfect. Mary.
All right, you can send me validation on Instagram at Mary Archived, or you can send me hate on X. That is also Mary Archived. I believe we have a couple more super chats, right?
And I did close the poll.
Kellen said, ask Sam about his golf performance Sunday.
Well,
what's this about?
Thank you, Kellen. Thank you for asking. I hit my all-time best. I hit a 91. Yeah, Kellen was there. He saw it. He was there.
DCNC said, what's Sam's handicap?
I think it just got updated to a 26.
I thought it was you were Korean.
That is the other handicap.
Mr. Joker said the
Shut it
panel's the panel's favorite Thanksgiving parade balloons. I don't watch the Thanksgiving parade. I have no idea. Pumpkin pie won the poll, by the way, and pecan pie lost.
Yep.
You're just wrong. Nate said, I'll miss Mary less because of that damn attitude.
Damn.
What is he talking about?
I can't blame you.
You've been so sweet tonight.
She's like fair play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Respect.
Shane H. Wilder said, that's rude, DCNC. He doesn't look handicapped.
Exactly.
Yeah, you look
That's how I
perfectly
pull it off.
able-bodied.
We hide it well.
Yeah, there's a lot of filters on these cameras.
I think those are all the super chats.
All right, and you did do your
Yes,
outro,
I
right?
did.
Okay, guys, if you want to follow me, Instagram and Twix at Brett Dastovic on both of those platforms. This show is here normally 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, but we will be off the rest of the week. So please, again, do check out the clips 8 a.m. and noon right here on this channel. And if you want to listen to the audio version of this show, we're on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, and Spotify. If you like to listen rather than watch, remember you can rate and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So please go ahead and give us a five-star review only. Please and thank you. And if you want to follow the show on social media, Twix at popculture_show, Facebook and not TikTok, because we were banned on TikTok, at Pop Culture Crisis, and on Instagram at Pop Culture Crisis Pod. Guys, we will be back with you next Monday. Everyone have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you then.
Happy
Bye, everyone.
Thanksgiving!